All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another live stream and a big day today. We've got the Crypto Breakfast Club, of course, coming up at 9:30. Very excited about today. We've got a 2-hour show, obviously, like always, but we've got three great projects joining us later for the Breakfast Club. So that's going to be a ton of fun. It's really going to be a great day because we've got three tokens, all meme tokens that are looking really strong. And we'll talk a little bit about those as we move along here. I'm going to move my mic over to the Shure mic. Let me know if you guys can still hear me okay. Maybe even hear me a little bit better. As you guys can see, I'm back in my old office here. And as my new office is getting built, so that's just something to note. But we've got, some things to talk about, obviously, with the overall crypto news as well. So top crypto news along with meme coins that will explode. That's the topic of discussion today. And let's see who we have. SHIB Defenders here. Hope y'all didn't fade Zach. Been telling y'all for a few days now we are coming. Yeah, Sheesh is one of those cryptos that we're going to be talking about, guys, today on the Breakfast Club. And look at Sheesh. We're going to jump right into meme coins, because Sheesh is coming on the Crypto Breakfast Club today, and they are pumping like crazy, setting new all-time highs today. $1.37 million market cap. This is a Sheesh on Solana. Yeah, big deal. 57K in volume. Things are ramping up. Almost 1,000 holders now with Sheesh. So SHIB Defender, you were all over this one. 100%, brother. Appreciate that. We've got some of our other favorite cryptos to talk about that are up. Some cryptos we've had on the Breakfast Club, or at least on the space. We'll get to that as well. Got in under 1 million market cap. Joe Mullins said, nice. Here for the long haul. What's up, JH? Appreciate you, brother. For fan freaking tastic, Joe. Defenders loving it. Roberto's in the house. Good morning. Morning. Can we start in impatient? Wait. Can we start? I'm impatient. My portfolio is underwater. Too late to sell. Man, it sounds like you're struggling right now, but this is not the time to panic, Mazzy Bow. If you're brand new to crypto, the old saying is wait a day. It's like the weather, right? Wait a day, and you might like what you see. So, Pepe and Shiba Inu. Yeah, Pepe and Shib, both two OG meme coins that we love here on the channel. No doubt about it. Absolutely love them both. I think they're eventually going to move really nicely with the Ethereum ETF. Right now, kind of quiet, but I do think we'll see some movement from both Shib and Pepe here eventually. Pepe and Shib, okay. Let's Crow. Zach, hit that like button. We got some Kronos community members in the house. What's up, Crow fam? Love you guys. And same thing could be said for Kronos too. Eventually, when we get this rotation of capital, guys, back into the markets, when we get the altcoin market really moving, some of these OG cryptos like crypto.com, I think will really start to come to fruition as well. So patience is a virtue in crypto, guys. Patience is a virtue. It's a good saying for life too, but patience is a virtue. You got to take that to heart in crypto. Now, all assets are not created equal. Some assets are in your portfolio to trade and flip over a couple days. But if they're a long-term play, patience, patience, patience. Denise, good morning to you. Good morning from Connecticut. What's up, Frank? How you doing, brother? How you doing, man? Good morning, brother. Guys, you guys know the drill, too. As you guys pop in here on YouTube, smash that like button. Subscribe down below if you have not already. We've already got an XRP video out. I was up at 4 a.m. this morning. Just so excited for today because it's a big day for us with the Breakfast Club, but it's also a big day just in general because we do have some big macro things going on in the markets as well, right? So inflation data has been something we have looked at for a while now, and July CPI data is coming in on August 14th. So we'll be looking for that. And We also have just in order for us to move up, we have to be looking at this type of data. So we're leaning towards getting a rate cut at some point this year, guys. We're going to get a rate cut at some point this year. I think it's September. I really do think we're going to get something in September. That's just my 2 cents. Now, I think Benjamin Cowan was tweeting about some things here. So we got CPI data coming up a couple weeks from now, but we also have the actual FOMC meeting. This is the Fed meeting. Rate decisions. So Barron's put this out. Fed meeting today. Rate decision, Powell's speech, and more to watch. This again coming up later this afternoon. They do these right around like 2:30 or something like that, 2:30 Eastern Standard. So the odds that traders are putting on where rates will be by the year's end, you could see a lot of people betting on this. And if we take a look at this graph, they're not giving a huge chance for a rate cut here today. But the Federal Reserve most likely won't lower interest rates, it says here on Wednesday. That's today. But it could tee up a September rate cut. And that is kind of where I line up here too. All signs point to a September rate cut right now, and they're giving it a really good chance. It's something like 85% chance of a rate cut or something like that. The Fed's policy making body will publish a statement, an interest rate decision at 2 o'clock today, and then Federal Chair Jerome Powell will deliver his remarks and answer questions from the press at the news conference beginning at 2:30. Normally we would live stream these, but I've got somewhere to be this afternoon. But we'll be watching it, of course, and we'll be watching to see how the markets respond to it and react to it. So what are the expectations here in terms of the Federal Reserve meeting today? Across the board, pretty much people are giving it, a very likely chance that we will not see lower interest rates today. I think it's like an 8% chance if you go through all the analysts out there. Now, this is a 2-day meeting concluding today, as they always are. And the FOMC has held the federal funds rate target at a range of 5.25 to 5.5% since last July for the past year. Now decelerating inflation and normalizing labor markets have officials looking to thread the needle and deliver a rare soft landing for the U.S. economy. The committee will meet then in September. That'll be their next meeting, which is when investors are anticipating a shift. What policymakers and Powell say about September will determine markets' reaction today. So I think it's going to be exactly this. All eyes are going to be on what he says for later this year. It says here, according to interest rate futures market pricing, the odds of a quarter-point rate cut in September sits at roughly 88% right now. That's for September, not today. While markets see a 12% chance of a half-point cut, bond yields have come down significantly since the spring as those rate cut probabilities have climbed. And the FOMC's post-meeting policy statement on Wednesday will be critical to watch. Again, those questions that are going to be asked about September and the future, those are that's what's going to move the market today. Okay, that's what can move the market in one direction or the other. And it's again all eyes on September interest rate cut potential, and it's definitely in the cards. As Fed watchers and investors will be paying close attention to Jay Powell and the news conference later this afternoon, really for further validation and confirmation that this 88% number, that analysts and experts have put together here for a rate cut in September is actually true. So that's what we'll be watching for later this afternoon. So that's really the big stuff on the macro side of it. We also have a couple other big things going on with Bitcoin and Ethereum. We'll get to that here in a little bit throughout the live stream. Appreciate you guys being here. If you're listening on X or formerly Twitter, appreciate you guys for being here. Make sure you guys hit the like button for us on YouTube and subscribe down there if you haven't already. We are live on Twitter, 200 plus people there with us. If you guys could repost this post right here that I'm showing on screen, that'd be awesome. More retweets, more people find us. Hit that like button too, and that retweet button definitely helps us out. So that's much appreciated. It's totally free to do that too. We got a big day, big day coming up with Crypto Breakfast Club. It's supposed to be a massive space. Already 120 people confirmed, but of course we live stream these now on YouTube and X, and combined, we're gaining about 1,200 to 1,500 listeners live with us throughout the 2-hour podcast. Really, that's what it is. It's a 2-hour podcast on X. And again, we'll be joined by three different tokens today, and their communities will be coming out to listen as well. The devs will be speaking. It is Shark Tank Wednesday. You know what that means? That means the devs come in, they give their elevator pitch, their 5-minute pitch. We ask some hard-hitting questions, and you as the investors decide if it's an investment that you want to pursue or not. So all of that's coming up. That begins at 9:30 a.m. Eastern here. So we'll take this live stream all the way up to 9:30. Then we'll keep it running from 9:30 to 11:30 with the Crypto Breakfast Club that we do every Monday through Friday now. I think this is like week 4 of that. So it's been really awesome to watch the space grow. So if you guys want to help us out, again, hit that retweet button there on X. And of course, the like button on YouTube does help us out there as well. So let's see here. Yeah, I saw that yesterday, Roberto. That's actually a really good point. That was some big news yesterday coming out of Russia with Bitcoin. Very bullish news, to be honest. And Russia legalized Bitcoin for global payments yesterday, or at least put that into motion. Russia, there's kind of conflicting reports. At first it was considering, and then I believe it went live. So it says here, breaking: Russia to legalize Bitcoin and crypto as a foreign currency for international payments. It's coming in from Bloomberg, good source. They just passed a law allowing businesses to use Bitcoin and crypto within international trade. This was picked up by all the major news outlets yesterday. The law should become effective sometime in September later this year. So yes, that was definitely some big news here as Russia takes a big step forward as lawmakers pass this bill allowing businesses to use Bitcoin and crypto in international trade. So we'll definitely keep our eyes on that as we move closer into September. Crypto Thon, what's going on, man? Good morning. Coming in from Arizona. Man, you're up early too, out there on the West Coast. OMG, we should all invest in Sheesh. Yeah, that's one of the projects we're going to talk about later today. Barkoshi, good morning to you, man. How we doing, everybody? Yeah, Caspa's another thing we've got to talk about, Frank. One of the top gainers right now. Caspa's up 5+%. It hit a $5 billion market cap here in the last couple hours. It's ranked number 22 in all of crypto. Caspa looks extremely bullish. This is a top 5 holding of mine. We started buying heavily at 4 cents. If you guys have been listening to this channel, you've been subscribed, you know that. So we've already 5x'd our money there on Caspa. And I think we're just scratching the surface here because we have not seen the altcoin market really take shape yet. A lot of the capital that has come into Bitcoin, thanks to the Bitcoin ETF. And this big push that we've seen in crypto, and really in particular in Bitcoin, it's all been driven by institutions. We're still waiting for the regular Joes, the Jimmies and Joes, if you will, to come into crypto, to come back to crypto. A lot of that will, a lot of that is pending on the macroeconomic environment, right? Simply put, people aren't going to invest in crypto when they are struggling to put food on the table, right? And that is what we're dealing with. And this is a global issue. I mean, inflation is not something just happening in the United States. It's running rampant globally, coming out of, obviously, the pandemic. Many of these economies are struggling. And but slowly but surely, we're getting back there, right? We're seeing some rate cuts happen in some other parts of the world. I believe China already cut their rates by 0.25%. And maybe another country too. I can't remember exactly. And then, of course, the United States is looking like they're going to do that here in September. So slowly but surely, things are getting better. And as the economy starts to come back, people have, more money in their pockets. That's when they start looking at investment opportunities, right? What happened back in the previous cycle 3-4 years ago, it was kind of the perfect storm. The economy was doing pretty well, right? Trump had the economy regardless of your political situation, Trump had the economy in a pretty good spot. People were making money, they were working, things were going well. Then the pandemic hit. But even during the pandemic, crypto did really well. And in particular, there was a lot of retail demand. Why? Well, it was kind of the perfect storm because you had a lot of people sitting at home. You had a lot of people contemplating what they were doing with their life. I was one of them. You had a lot of people reconsidering what they want to do for a job. You had people kind of fed up with not making enough money, looking for something else, looking for something better, looking for an alternative, looking maybe even to pick up a side hustle. I know a lot of my friends started picking up different side hustles during the pandemic to make some extra money because they had more time on their hands. And then what are they going to do with that extra money? Well, I made a little extra money doing Instacart or doing Uber or whatever. Now I'm going to take that little extra money I made and try to make even more money by investing it into crypto, making your money work for you. Not to mention the free money that was handed out all throughout the pandemic. People were getting checks in the mail. Okay, this is free money. Nothing's free, of course, we know that. But this is free money. Let's go put it in the markets. And everything was going up. Literally, you could have threw a dart at anything in the top 100 in the crypto space during that 18-month stretch. You would have made money. Simply put, anything. Everything was up. And eventually we'll get that type of retail demand to come back. But right now it's being driven by the institutions because retail's struggling. The regular person out there in the United States and beyond. And this is global. Crypto's global. I'm talking about the US being a citizen here and living here. But this same situation was happening worldwide. So imagine the inflow of money that was flowing in during that time frame. And yes, there were institutions there too. And this is what we talk about. Crypto really starts to ramp up and take off and reach those big peaks when we have the retail and institutional demand together, right? And then, we got to that point last cycle where literally everybody and their brother was talking about crypto. I can't tell you how many people, friends, family, just bystanders, overhearing conversations, right? Everybody's downloading Coinbase. They're trying to get in. They're trying to figure it out. Now, what's tough about that is they're coming in at the top of the market and they get a rude awakening, right? We were in the markets well before the pump. We were in there, in late 2020, early 2021. We were building our little empire when nobody cared, when nobody saw it, right? And this happens all the time. People buy the top of the markets because that's when they hear about it, right? But now we know, I think more and more people know that, you got to play the long game here. And you have to realize how volatile crypto is. This is not for the faint of heart, okay? I've done okay in crypto. I've made some money, but I've lost a lot of money too. And I feel like that's the thing people necessarily don't realize until they're in this thing for a year or two. I think you need to at least be here for a year. And I mean, be in it every day. And if you want to passively invest in crypto, that's fine. And in doing that, you could dollar cost average into Bitcoin and Ethereum, and you'll do extremely well over time. And that's one strategy. And you could dollar cost average into some of the blue chips and just set it and forget it. In fact, that's a better alternative because if you start watching it every day, you're going to freak out. I can't tell you how many people, freak out with every little move on the charts. I'll be getting text messages and emails and, DMs and, a lot of people will reach out to me saying, Zach, what's going on with the markets? Oh my gosh, we're down 10%. It's like, dude, it's a Tuesday. It's normal. You know what I mean? And if you're not ready to stomach that volatility, just stay in the stock market. And I have stocks too, and it's a different type of investment. It's a slow grow. It's a long-term play. Crypto can be that too, as long as you're investing in the top of the market, or the top assets in the market, like Bitcoin and Ethereum. But if you start going beyond that into the depths of DeFi and into the micro cap space, I mean, you better be active every single day, because you cannot leave any stone unturned if you're going to have success in this market. There's just no and, if, buts about it. I mean, it's just the facts, right? So many of you guys get that because you're here every single day. You're listening to the streams. But Caspa, going back to Caspa here, I went off on a rant. But going back to Caspa here, looks really, really good. We've 5x'd here so far on Cas. It's one of my favorite assets. I think it has tremendous potential. You know, I was just in Bitcoin Nashville. There aren't a lot of Bitcoiners who will even look at any other coin, right? I would say 80 to 90% of the people there are strictly Bitcoin focused, and they do not, maybe that's a little too high, maybe 60, 70%. I would say 70, 80. That's just a guess. We'll say 70%. They won't even have a conversation with you about anything else. And that's fine. To each their own, right? But I did hear rumblings from some people about Caspa, and there's a clear reason why. It's very, very closely related to how Bitcoin is built. It's built on the Bitcoin consensus model. It's a proof of work crypto. It is fully decentralized. There are no VCs. There was no private sale or private funding round. It's completely fair launched. It has a halving schedule similar to Bitcoin, right? So there are even people into Bitcoin, the ones that are looking elsewhere, you know, they tend to look at things that are similarly structured to Bitcoin. And to me, there's no better asset than Caspa when it comes to what's similar to Bitcoin that's a lower market cap. That's Caspa right now. So Fire Dozier Mike, good morning to you, man. Coming out from Northern Nevada. Nice. Jason, Crow is the best stablecoin, steady like a rock, no matter what. Yeah, and Crow definitely has upside once we get running. What's up, Joseph? Thanks for being a member here on the channel. If you guys do want to become a member on the channel, you want to buy a coffee for me a month, it's like $4 or $5 just to show your support. You don't have to, but it is totally free to hit the like button and subscribe. If you do want to become a channel member, I do prioritize your comments here on the live streams. We go live now Monday through Friday. So that's definitely an option for you. Hey, Zach, question. Is the real NEIRO on ETH or Solana? NEIRO, that is Nero. So I believe that's on Ethereum, but I would have to double check. You know what? Let me check on the back channels. It could be, it might even be multi-chain. One sec here, guys. I'm looking this up for you. Let's see. I believe it's on ETH. Big Drip. As far as I can tell, it's on ETH. Yeah, it's on ETH. This thing is sending too. Jeez, oh man. Crazy. That's wild. Ooh, look at this. Sheesh on Solana sending here, setting all-time highs. They're coming on the Breakfast Club today. Man, big pump here, up 55%. Love to see it. We've been announcing that for the last few days, so great to see. We'll be talking more about them later as we get rolling here with the Breakfast Club, which is about a half hour away already. Man, time flies when you're having fun. We've been live for 25 minutes already. All right, we got a super chat coming in from Shah. Quick, is the real Nero on ETH or Sol? Gotcha, man. Yeah, it looks like it's on ETH. I'm confirming that right now. I'll know for sure here in a minute. I believe it's on ETH. I was told about this one yesterday. And if this is the right one, man, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Holy shit. 100 and whew, this thing's massive already. $133 million market cap. Wow. Wild. I believe this is the real one. And we'll get confirmation here. But yeah, this token has absolutely sent from the 27th of July. I'm actually in contact with some people about maybe doing a promo video for them. That's crazy. And I didn't even know where the chart was. I just was told that this thing's looking really good. I hadn't even looked at all my stuff yet, but we'll confirm that this is the right one, but I'm almost positive that it is. I've got maybe if somebody in the chat here can let us know that this is the real one. I'm just getting hip to this here. Is Sui going anywhere? I think so. Yeah, it's early, Tony. It's early. I'm well invested there. It's been a little slow lately. I get it, but I'm not giving up on them. No clue what I'm doing, but I'm making money. There you go, Charles. Hey, that's not bad. Thanks for being a member here on the channel too. Zach, check out BTBT, Bit Digital AI. Stock. Okay, it's a stock. The 1 week chart XT algo after your stream or during the X space. Okay, Dylan, appreciate that. I will check that out. Did XT algo flash a buy signal on that stock? Are you using XT algo for that, or let me know? Jacob said, any concern when you promote who will be on your Shark Tank show that people are/will buy the rumor, sell the news? Jacob, it's out of my control, right? I mean, the market is going to be the market regardless of what I do. I mean, here's the thing. I'm creating a platform on X. I want to monetize it. I want to monetize it because I've got 2 co-hosts spending the time every single day, and we're putting a lot of work into it. So that's how we chose to monetize it. I think it's a good way because projects get to come on themselves and basically sell you what they've got. And you could decide, you're an investor, you're a grown adult, you decide if you want to invest or not. And we're just creating that platform for people to come on and share what they've got cooking, right? And we ask hard-hitting questions. You guys can come up and ask questions. I think it's the best way to do it. What we've seen so far from some projects who've come on to our show, some have remained pretty steady. I don't think any of them have really sold off and just went to nothing. We've seen Bitcoin on base. They came on at a $1 million market cap and they went to $30 million 2 days after, which is insane. This one, MSI. MSI came on, I think they were like a $2 or $3 million market cap. They're sitting at an $18 million market cap right now. Now, it's not all because of us, but we help put some eyeballs on the project. We help market it, get it out in front of people. We're compensated for that. We're very upfront in saying that. And of course, that is marketing, right? 101. And you all decide based on what you hear. If you like it, you do more research, decide to invest or not. So Jacob, honestly, I don't think about that because it's out of my control. Shaw, thoughts on XYO and ACH? So I've liked ACH for a while, Alchemy Pay. They've been slow. I've had John Tan, their CEO, on the channel, I think twice back in 2021 and 2022. I own a little bit of that. I don't have any XYO, though. I think ACH will do well if we get to a point this cycle when that whole space of crypto payments becomes a big topic of discussion, right? That's where I find ACH doing well. Anthony, thanks for the super chat or super sticker there. Anthony Cortez, appreciate that. We got another super chat coming in from Max. He just wants to shill Olymp. Okay. If you had to start again, Zach, from the beginning, and you only had $2,200 to invest as a 14-year-old, what would you put in financial advice? What would you put in financial advice? Just wanted to get your opinion. Well, Alex, I can't give you financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So it's a tough question for me to answer. I can give you opinions. I can give you ideas. If I was starting a portfolio with 2,200, which isn't a ton. Let's just be honest here. So you don't want to diversify too much. I'll give you some principles around this. With 2,200 to start, what you don't want to do is spread that too thin. Meaning, if I have $2,200, I don't want to put it into 5 different assets because I don't really have a strong position in anything then. I would probably pick 1 or 2 and have strict exit strategies and profit-taking plans in place where you can slowly grow that bankroll. And once you build that 2,200 up to $5,000, now you could start diversifying a little bit more. Maybe have 3 assets in your portfolio. And then once you get that $5,000 to $10,000, now you can have 4 or 5 assets in that portfolio. And slowly but surely, you start building out a well-diversified portfolio. And as that portfolio gets bigger and bigger, what you want to do, in my opinion here, is create what I like to say a backbone. So make about 60, 70% of your portfolio very low risk, whether that's Bitcoin, Ethereum, some of the top altcoins, and then be a little bit riskier with 20 to 30% of the portfolio, whether that's getting into new launches, micro caps, meme coins, new AI projects, all these new kind of startup ideas that are high risk, high reward. But what you don't want to do is go full high risk, high reward right out of the gate, because that's how you get wrecked really fast. And that's how so many people, end up getting out of crypto saying it's not for me. I lost all my money because they weren't willing to play the long game. They weren't willing to learn before putting their money into things, right? And sometimes you got to learn by being thrown in the fire. I mean, when I first got started, I got somewhat lucky. I'm not going to lie. It was the perfect time, but I did a lot of research before I invested. I watched a lot of YouTube for months. I mean, that's all I did every single day. If I wasn't, working my regular job, I was literally focused on learning as much as I could about blockchain and crypto before I even made a video on YouTube. And I happened to find Dogecoin, which was blowing up or starting to blow up a little bit. It was at 7 cents. And a lot of people were talking about it, Elon Musk. And I had $7,000 that I had saved up. Literally, that was my life savings, $7,000. And literally no money in the stock market. That's it. And a bunch of debt too. And I put all $7,000 into Dogecoin. And it ended up going to $50,000. And I sold it all. Now, I could have taken that 7 cents. And if I'd have sold at 70 cents, I could have 10x my money. I could have sold, I'm sorry, I got in at a penny and sold at 7 cents. That was the 7x. So I got in at a penny and I sold at 7 cents to get a 7x on my money. I made 49,000 from 7 to 49. It could have been a much, much bigger move, obviously, from 1 cent to 70 cents. Could have been a 70x. Okay. And I whatever, right? That's crypto. But I sold it all. I took the $50,000 and now I've got $50,000. Put aside what I needed for taxes. And then from there, just speaking to that point I just made, then I started making diversified decisions, right? I started buying a little bit of Bitcoin, a little bit of Ethereum, not a full Bitcoin. I didn't have enough for that, but I bought a little bit of Ethereum, just store that away, right? Now I've got a little skin in the game and I still got, 10, 20 grand over here to play with. Let me start learning about some other things. And all of a sudden I found SHIB. I was pretty early to SHIB and we did well on that one. And then we found another one and another one. And then it just snowballs from there, right? Now this bear market has been brutal, but it feels as if, obviously now we're fully out of it and we've been in an uptrend really since October of 2023. But that's really what I can tell you about that. I can't tell you what to invest in and all of that because I don't know. We're speculating, right? It's always a speculation when we're investing. We're betting essentially, but we're not betting on sports or throwing our money into a slot machine where the house has the advantage. We're betting on which companies and projects are going to do well. And usually you have a little bit leg up because you can actually research things and get into the communities and find out little things from other people and network and all these sort of things. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The Breakfast Club starts at 9:30. Appreciate that, EMAC. Thanks for the reminder, putting that out there. Yeah, if you guys aren't yet familiar with the Breakfast Club, it's always pinned on my X page. So yeah, we'll begin that at 9:30. It's coming up in about 23 minutes. 23 minutes from now. Crypto Breakfast Club going live. We've got a ton of people scheduled to be there, so you're not going to want to miss this. You don't have to leave this live stream if you don't want to. You could stay right here if you're watching on X or YouTube. But if you want to join the conversation and actually actively participate, come on over to X, join this link that you see that's pinned up top, and you could join the actual Breakfast Club podcast, and you could come up and request the mic and speak and ask questions and all of that. So let's see here. What else did we want to get into? We wanted to get into some other small caps that we're looking at. Let me quickly talk a little bit more about Bitcoin on Base. I mentioned this just in passing. This is not a meme coin. This is a legit project building on the Base chain. All the same tokenomics as Bitcoin, the Bitcoin. They're doing it on Base. They've got a fully doxed dev team. And Brian from Bitcoin on Base, the CEO, has been on our Crypto Breakfast Club quite a bit. Super impressive guy. He's coming back. He's coming into crypto from the traditional finance world. He's got tons of support, tons of big name people helping the push here. And again, it went from 1 million all the way up to 30 million, went up to over $1 on the charts. Right now sitting at 43 cents. I really like this one personally. I think it's one for you guys to check out and look into, especially if you're looking for some things on the Base chain. That can definitely be one. Kendu's one that I've been in for a while now. We found this a little over $1 million market cap. It's now at 185 million. This is probably our biggest win. Actually, not probably. 100%. It's been our biggest win in 2024. This has been our biggest win in 3 years. I mean, really. It's been our biggest win in 3 years. And this is why you do it, guys. This is why you're in crypto every single day, because all it takes is one or two of these, and it's all worth it, right? And you're going to lose along the way, especially if you're in and out of cryptos all the time and you're trying to find the next big thing. But Kendu has proven to be really, really strong. And just watching this community grow from literally nothing now to over 13,000 holders, $185 million market cap. It topped out, I believe, at 270 million. Insane. I think there's still a ton of upside here for Kendu. Starting to make some nice waves here this morning. Feels like this afternoon. I was up really early today. But yeah, nice green candle working here. We're trying to break out of a little consolidation phase. We've been here since the 26th of July. So we'll see. If we could break up out of this, man, this would be really, really nice. It looks like we're trying to right now. So we'll be keeping tabs on that. I know a lot of people pretty bullish on this one as well. Let's see. Zach, take a look at UCO, 800% APR. Okay. Only at 500K. Okay. How about Roaring Kitty? Just over 2 mil market cap, has a lot of similarities to Turbo. Yeah, we're in that one. We're invested in that. We've been in there for a little while. That was up for a little while too, early this morning. Is it time to buy Pepe? Let's take a look. I've been accumulating Pepe for a while. I'm not quite sure where exactly it is on the charts. Let's take a look. Here we go. Pepe chart. I mean, still looks really, really good. You know, long term here. It's neutral right now on the technical perspective, according to TradingView. If we zoom in here, we've just been trading sideways. I mean, I would say this isn't a bad time to DCA. Now, we do have, you know, local lows down here in the 8s that we hit in beginning of July. We bounced off that pretty nicely. But, yeah, this to me is a long-term play. I think Pepe can do SHIB-type numbers this cycle. You know, it's sitting right now. What's the market cap? Is it 5 billion? Let's see here. Yeah, just under 5 billion. So if you think this can get to SHIB-type numbers, you know, that's an 8x still with upside. And it's ranked number 23 in all of crypto. I think Pepe is going to do really well. I think Pepe is going to do really well. It has been one that I've been focused on accumulating here it's a large cap now. You know, it's in that same category as SHIB and Doge. It's a large cap crypto, but still with a lot of upside because it's half the market cap of SHIB and hasn't seen a full-fledged bull cycle yet. So I definitely think it'll probably outpace SHIB this cycle just by math, just from math alone. It's not to say anything bad about SHIB. It's just the nature of the beast. You know, it's just based on where we are in their life cycles. Yeah, PayPay as well. PEI. Yes, I agree, Mac. That one's undervalued. A little over 100 mil market cap. We bought in there at around 80 mil. So we're up on our investment there and just watching it. When will we see the Ethereum ETF pump? It's a good question. You know, it took about 11 days for Bitcoin pumps to really get started after their ETF launch. So when did the ETF go live here for Ethereum? I can't remember. When did Ethereum ETFs go live? It was July 23rd. Okay, so that was 8 days ago. So there you go. I think as we head into August here is where we're really going to start to see the Ethereum ETFs make a push. And then as we get into the back half of this year, Q4, crypto historically in quarter number 4 has done big numbers. Q4 and Q1 are usually your money-making quarters, even in the stock market. Q2, Q3, kind of boring. There's the old saying, make money by May and go away. Right? And the same could be said here for crypto most of the time. Crypto's a little different because it's a smaller market cap overall, obviously, and it's just crazy volatile and crazy things happen. It's just new, right? Stock market's been around for a really long time. Make your money by May and go away. That's kind of a principle I'll be looking at for 2025. Because if I'm looking at things right now, I think we'll be in a bull run until May of 2025 in crypto, with our biggest gains literally right around the corner. That's my thesis. It's my opinion. I don't have a crystal ball, but that's kind of my general consensus. I'm not alone in that either. Oh, I got you, Alex. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Zach, add a MACD indicator along with the RSI helps more with trading. So I've got my MACD indicator within XT Algo. That's the reason why I don't have it up on the screen here. I've got my RSI here just because I like to see that really quick. But there's a lot that goes into these momentum up and momentum downs. And honestly, I only have one mode on right now. So, you know, this is how you add alerts and all of that. But I can add another mode that's a possible momentum up, possible momentum down. So if you go here, this is your inputs rather. You can change all this mode, momentum sensitivity, momentum agility. This is kind of where I keep it. If you're using XT Algo, this is where I keep it. So 30 on momentum sensitivity, 10 on momentum agility, 20 on retracement sensitivity, and 20 on retracement agility. So that's just the MACD is kind of built in, is basically what I'm trying to say there. It's built in there. So if you guys are interested in XT Algo, guys, links down below. It is a 21% discount if you use XT at checkout. That is the discount code, XT. You get a 21% discount. And later this year, be on the lookout. We're going to do something very special later this year. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, you'll slash these prices down from $47 a month to $37. $125 a quarter becomes $90 a quarter. And then $500 a year becomes $400 a year. And it's a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can literally try this risk-free for 30 days, get a full refund if you don't like it. But I'm super confident you're going to love it because we've got hundreds of people using it to trade crypto and stocks, and they're really doing well with it. So links down below if you guys are interested in that. Joe, a member on the channel, we're jumping right to your question. Have you heard of Kitten Whiff? No, I have not. What the hell is this? Let's take a look. $2 million market cap. Chart looks wrecked. Volume's decent. Holders is decent. I wouldn't touch this, though, at first glance. Good deck score. That's good. How many on Twitter? 13.8K. Not bad. I'll follow him just to see what's up. I mean, I wouldn't touch this personally. Just on first glance, Joe. EMAC, member on the channel. Let's see what he's got. XT Algo works, people. I've been using it for almost a year now. No bullshit. It gives you alerts on when momentum up or down changes. Helps a lot when trading. EMAC, appreciate that, man, because there's no better referral than somebody using it. I can only say it so much. Like, obviously, I built this tool because I myself am trading crypto. And then I thought, you know what? I think other people can use this and it can help people. And why not put it out there? So when we went and found the person who built our indicator, we found the best person we could find. Literally the best of the best. The highest rated, highest cost guy on Upwork who does this for a living. And we just hired him because, hey, I want a tool. I told him what I wanted. I want a tool that is easy to use. Essentially what we told him was, we want the Walmart of indicators that has all the technical things that most indicators have, but very simple visual representation of that for retail traders. And that's what he built us. And the product works. I mean, EMAC just told you there. So EMAC, I appreciate that, man, because I'm getting a ton of emails coming in from people like that saying, hey, this thing's really helping me. Literally one successful trade, depending on how much you're trading, literally pays for this damn thing for the entire year. I will tell you guys this, and then we'll get off XT Algo and start talking about the markets and stuff. But real quick, while we're on the topic, these prices are way, way less than what you're going to see across the industry. These big, and you could go with another person or another company, whatever. I feel like you should have this if you're serious about crypto trading. You're not going to hurt my feelings if you find another one you like. That's fine. But I'm really confident that mine works. But you're going to go and pay double, if not triple, these prices in a lot of places. So just know that. And again, links are down below if you want to check it out. We have 24/7 customer support too. They'll get back to you within 24 hours. If you do decide to get it, immediately you'll get an email from me. Step-by-step tutorial. Takes about 20 minutes to get through. It's really easy though. I just want to make sure everything is squared away. And I've taken the time to give you that step-by-step process to walk you through everything to get you all set up. And you'll be trading, within 20 minutes of purchase using that tool. So again, links are down below if you're interested in checking that out. Guys, we're 10 minutes away from the Breakfast Club. We got 1,000 people with us here on YouTube and X. Appreciate everybody listening in. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. If you're over on Twitter, definitely hit that retweet button. That works just the same way as the like button on YouTube. Helps push us up in the algorithm, gets more people and eyeballs on us. Appreciate all the love on X recently too. We've really focused on growing that platform. We're over 100,000 followers on X now, so really appreciate all the support there. Over 101,000 actually on X now, and we're growing every single day thanks to doing these live streams. It's a lot, 3 hours live every single Monday through Friday. And I always said I didn't want to have a real job, but it's turning into that, but it's a fun one. And so I appreciate you guys for showing the support and just, it's totally free to follow both, the X page and obviously subscribe on YouTube. And just really genuinely want to say thank you. Thank you for allowing me to do this. It's been a wild ride since we went live or since we went full time in late 2021, doing this every single day. And time flies, man. It's crazy. We're almost into late 2024 now. It's almost been 3+ years since we started doing this full time. And we did it for a little while before then. So just thank you to everybody. As we get closer to Breakfast Club, we'll take a look at a couple things here. Take a look at a couple other altcoins that are up a little bit that I find interesting. Let's see here. Maybe even ones that are kind of flat right now that are down that I like. I'm going through my list as you guys can see here. Got a lot on here. We track a lot of things at once. Try to, at least. Some of these I got to get rid of because I've got out of these positions. Let's see. Ponky on Solana still sitting really, really nice here at 50 cents. We did pop up all the way to 70 cents in mid-July. That was such a big surge. We're dialing back a little bit here. We're definitely on a falling knife with Ponky. I would just say as soon as you start to see this thing consolidating, if you're looking for an entry, I would wait for this falling knife to end on this chart. We're at a $282 million market cap, but it's pulling back a little bit, to be expected after this major surge. Once we got what we call price discovery, which is when you set a new all-time high, you get those parabolic green candles, but then very shortly after, you get hard retracements. And we're like going through one of those hard retracements right now. Overall, though, Ponky's one of the best looking charts in all of crypto. They launched in December of 2023. This thing has looked phenomenal all year long. It has been one that has been just an unbelievable play. Richard, thanks so much for the super sticker. Appreciate that. Can you give a live demo on XT Algo, maybe a separate video? Yeah, we've done actually some videos on it, actually. So if you go to YouTube, here, let me see here. We've definitely done, but another one is definitely worthy, Ozzy. I appreciate that because it does kind of get lost in the shuffle sometimes. But yeah, if you go to YouTube and just type in XT Algo, don't click on Austin's. Buy mine instead. Mine's better. No, really, they're the same product. He's got X1 Algo. He knows I'm joking. But XT Algo is right here. So here's my tutorial on it. The ultimate trading indicator 11 months ago. It's actually doing well. It's got 5.3K views. Nice. That's legit, actually. I didn't realize it had that much traffic on it. That's sweet. And then there's a bunch of shorts on XT Algo too. But yeah, this video right here is a good one for you. I'll you know what? Here, I'll share this in the chat. That YouTube video right there is a good tutorial. It's goes over how to use it and gives you a breakdown. I did that 11 months ago, right when it came out. Crazy. It's almost XT Algo's almost been out for a year now. That's wild. Yeah, it'll be a year in August since we went live with that product. So yeah, definitely check it out. Left that there for you guys. Let's see. I've been seeing Slime. Yeah, so we're going to be talking to their team today on Crypto Breakfast Club, so don't miss it. But yeah, that chart's looking good. Let's take a look at where that's at here, actually. I think we got to add that to our favorite list. 1.63 mil market cap. There it is. It's actually on there too. It's up slightly today. So yeah, chart looks good. It's only a week old. It's only a week old. So yeah, we've got that. Definitely that's one. Oh, and the other project coming on is Landlord. So they're going to be coming on too. Interesting projects on Solana, $2.4 million market cap. They've been consolidating nicely here for a while after a big run up to 10 mil. Here's their chart. Been consolidating since July 13th. I think this one has a ton of upside. Really good volume here. Nice holder base, over 7K. So we'll be talking to these guys on the Breakfast Club here in about 4 minutes too. So we've got 3 projects. We're going to get into them starting at 10 o'clock. So we'll start the space here at 9:30, set the stage for the first half hour. Then we'll hear from our 3 projects, and then we'll get more into kind of the macro news conversation toward the back end of the space. That's kind of the rundown here today. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be a great one. I've been looking forward to this one all week. Yeah, Justin, please stop spamming the chat. Boca, thank you for helping out there. If you need to take action, definitely do. All right, Justin, one more time, you're going to get put in timeout like you're back in kindergarten. So don't do that. Hey, Zach, what do you think about Kendu on base? I haven't seen it. I'm only in Kendu on ETH, Richard, and I'm very bullish on that. I don't like, a lot of these spinoffs. Now, the ones that do something from like years ago, like, I'm in Shibnobi on base. I like that one because that one had $1 billion market cap. But you're ripping a Kendu that just launched. But like this one, for example, this isn't too bad of an idea. Like I like this because this thing had 70K holders at one point, was a $1 billion market cap. If you get some of these big whales to come back and they want to grow this thing on base like they had it back in 2021, this thing has potential. But no, I have not looked at Kendu on base. ETH and Bitcoin starting to pump. Let's see. Yeah, they're making a turn for the better here on the 1 hour. Nice. Bitcoin back up to 66,400. Nice. How low did we go? 65.3? Yeah, we went down to 65,300 in the last 24 hours. Back up to 66,400 right now. Good to see. Good to see here on Bitcoin. Hopefully we could break back up, maybe get back up to 70K. We were just at 70K not very long ago, 2 days ago. I see you, Boca. That's funny. I need an exit strategy, not when, but how. What do you mean? You don't know how to sell? I mean, depending on what chain you're on, you could sell back into Ethereum if you're on the Ethereum chain. You could sell back into BNB if you're on BNB. If you could sell back into Solana if you're on Sol, but you can also sell back into stable coins. Does that answer your question, Frank, or what do you mean? Oh, we are a minute away from starting the space here, guys. All right, so we are going to start up the space, guys. We're going to fire it up here and get this thing rocking and rolling. Oh, wow. We've got a lot of people coming in to the space today. It should be a fun one. Definitely should be a fun one. So 151 people have already said they're going, and we've got over 1,100 people live with us right now. So it's going to be a fun one. Let's get it cooking, guys. We're going to start it up. Put a little music on here as we get going here. Let's see here. Hopefully. Can you guys hear that or not? I can't even hear it. Okay, never mind. We're just going to start the space. Don't have time to deal with technical issues right now. All right, guys, we're getting ready to start it up. Space is started here. You guys can stay locked in right here with us. All right, the space worked, so that's good. Yesterday we had issues. And this is going to be a fun one today, guys. A lot going on here. A lot going on.
Hey, yo, where's the music at?
Paid, you can play music. I'm dealing with a lot here, so if you want to play some music, go ahead.
I got you right now.
Play it up.
I got
you. Because I'm live. I was trying to play background music on my StreamYard, but I didn't have time to deal with these technical issues, so I'm trying to get it cooking. Let's see here. Adding some speakers up here. Guys, if you want to come on up and join the panel. But at 10 o'clock, we got to make space for our 3 projects, of course. 10 o'clock, we're going to get it cooking. Man, it's a beautiful day. It's going to be a fun one today, guys. We got a jam-packed space for you guys. We got 3 great projects to talk about. We're going to set the stage for the first half hour, and then we're going to have 3 projects give us their pitch. We're going to ask questions, and then the back half of the space will kind of, cover more of the macro news. cover more of just things we're looking at in the overall space. So that's kind of how we're going to run today. But for right now, if you guys want to come up, we do have a half hour. We're going to set the stage. We've got 3 great projects speaking today. So our first project we're going to hear from is Sheesh on Solana. Guys, they're setting all-time highs right now. They are exploding. 1.38, not 138 yet. $1.38 million market cap, getting dangerously close to 100 or 1,000 holders. Man, I'm off by a couple zeros today. Almost close to 1,000 holders, and good volume picking up. $1.4 million market cap. So shout out to them. They are pumping even before the space even happens. Love to see it. Of course, none of us have control over the markets. The markets are going to do what they do, but our job is to put eyeballs on these projects and have them tell you why you should take a look. And we'll ask some questions. You guys can ask some questions, and we just create a great platform. We've got well over 1,200 people with us live on YouTube and X. We've got this space, I think, is going to climb up. I think we're going to hit over 200 today on this space, guys. So I want emojis flying throughout the entire space. I want people sharing this out like crazy. This is the day people who never heard about the Crypto Breakfast Club hear about us. And yeah, it's going to be a fun one.
And don't forget, guys, we give out $300 worth of tokens today. So you better stay to the end.
Yes, that's a great point, Paid. Yeah, we'll give away $100 worth of each of these tokens today toward the end of the space. We'll probably run it on Twitter, Paid. I think that worked well last time. We'll run a Twitter giveaway at the end. That way it gains some momentum. It gives the projects even some more exposure. And so be on the lookout. We'll post a tweet at the end, near the end of the space, but you got to be here throughout the space too. We do take screenshots, making sure you're in the space as well. So definitely be here throughout. And yeah, we'll do that toward the end. Now, the other project we've got coming on, this is going to be our third project we'll talk about. Actually, we'll do number 2 first. The second project we're going to hear from is Landlord. Landlord on Solana ran up to 10 million, guys. You probably heard about these guys. Over 7,000 in volume. Over 7,000 holders. Almost 700,000 in volume today. They've been consolidating since July 13th, looking really, really strong. It's a $2.5 million market cap, give or take, right now on Solana. Nice consolidation right now. And then we've got Slime, another one on Solana. $1.67 million market cap. It's only been out for a week and almost set all-time highs yesterday. It's getting up there right now. And that one too, good volume, 127K in volume, over 1,000 holders. All of these cryptos underneath 3 million, but all above 1 million. So interesting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun for sure once we get into it. But Zach, what's going on, man? Zach, you with us?
Zach.
Well, Paid, what's up with you then? We'll wait for Zach to get going.
Chilling. When you were here yesterday, he kept going like this. Zach. He's like, I'm a ghost. I'm like, Zach, you're an idiot. No, I'm chilling, man. I'm hyped. We got these projects coming up. I already got a bunch of DMs for projects coming up in the future. I think today's going to be a really big show, you know? I think, all these projects have the potential to do a 10X. Potentially 100X, not financial advice, who the fuck knows, but, at 3 million, getting to 30 million in a bull cycle, not that hard, in my opinion. Who knows what the project's going to say? My opinion could always be swayed. Don't forget, if something gets said that's kind of negative, we will call it out. Like, if there's some bullshit, we'll be the first people, to be like, yo, what the fuck are you talking about? But that's probably not going to happen because all these projects are going to come correct. They prep to come up on stage and stuff to talk to the people here. And, we have a reputation, so we don't want to, fumble that with some BS. So they know, we all know what's going on right now. I do want to bring up something real quick that's not related to any of that. Last night, my mom called me. She wanted to get on stage yesterday, but we closed. And she wanted to get on, at the last minute. But what she was telling me about Trump, actually, was even though Trump is saying all this stuff about, crypto and Bitcoin and all this stuff, a lot of things that he said he wants to do might not have been exactly what the RNC was willing to put up. Because don't forget, Trump's just a president, but you still got Congress, you still got the Senate, you still got all that also have to agree on certain things unless he does executive orders left and right. So she told me to go take a look at like what their actual policy was. And I did find it. It's very small. The RNC does have a crypto policy. It's very small. I think it was like 2 sentences. But basically, no CBDCs, no, or you can self-custody, and no, I don't know how they're going to do this, but no government, it said oversight or regulation or viewing of your assets. I don't know how they are planning to do that, and I don't even know how they're going to, how we could trust that they're not already doing that. But that's what their policy, as of right now, that's what their platform is for crypto. It's only 2 sentences. You can look it up online. Just look up like RNC crypto policy or whatever to check that out. I know the DNC hasn't really had one. They're probably pivoting right now. So just take everything with what any politicians are saying on either side with a grain of salt. Whether it's Trump or whether it's Kamala, it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, you got to also look at what the party is saying. Because if Trump says, "Hey, we're doing this," and the party's saying, "We're not fucking doing that," well, now you're fighting amongst yourself. Or same with Harris. If Harris wins the nominee and wins the presidency, if the DNC is saying one thing and she's saying something else, it's not going to work. So just make sure they're both aligned. From what I did from the research I looked up, and again, you can look this up. You can easily just Google this, the RNC platform. Again, it was like section 3, paragraph 5 or whatever. It was only like 2 sentences, but it says self-custody, no CBDCs, and no over-regulating / viewing your crypto assets or something like that to that effect. If anyone wants to look it up and actually get it quote for quote, that'd be great. I don't feel like doing it, to be honest with you. If politicians are trying to get your votes right now, just make sure everything aligns. Doesn't matter if it's Trump, doesn't matter if it's Harris, doesn't matter if it's RFK. Just look what the party's saying. RFK technically doesn't have really his own party yet, but you know what I'm saying. So that's all I really got right now. Super excited for Shark Tank. Excited to be back once again with the Zachs. Every day is a good day. So every day above ground's a good day, I should say. There you go.
No, 100%. Let's try to go over to Zach here. Zach, you there? You with us? Zach, what the hell's going on?
I saw him drop 100 emojis when I was talking. He must be.
Yeah, give me one more minute. Sorry, I'm not my
Okay, got you. Crybaby Brett's down there. Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. What's happening? What's on your mind? Oh, never mind. He dropped down. All right.
We're batting 1,000, baby. I love it.
Yeah, this is great. This is going great.
We got Kendu up here. We got Bitbird, Free Trump. Actually, let's go to Free Trump real quick, especially after what I just said. Free Trump, what's your position on that? What do you think?
Position on Trump. Well, I spoke before on this spaces about what I think. If Trump gets in, we're going to see quicker regulation. That's my opinion. If Harris gets in, we're still going to remain in the Wild West. But what do I think that means for Bitcoin and the blue chips? Nothing really. My position is pretty strong on ETFs. I don't believe we're going to see a bull run on Bitcoin this year. I don't see it. I'm comparing it to things like gold and silver and everything else. When Bitcoin or when ETFs were introduced for gold went stagnant. In my 35 years of paying attention to gold, it has only done an 8x in the last 35 years, gold. So, and once ETFs were actually, now there's ETFs for gold are a little bit different. They're introduced in different places like Australia, United States had a bunch of them, just like ETFs for Bitcoin. There's not just one, any stockbroker on Wall Street can create one now. So my position, and here's the other thing. If Harris gets in and we remain the Wild West in crypto, either way if this plays out, there's going to be a meme coin bull run coming up within the next couple of weeks. I firmly believe on that. And that's just my opinion. I don't want to go down any rabbit holes, but I just see the meme coin season exploding real soon, real soon. And the ones that you guys already mentioned, like, well, you didn't mention Ducky Duck, but I know that was in there. You were probably thinking about it. Sheesh and Landlord. And what was the other one? I forgot what the other one was.
Slime.
Yeah. So these meme coins like this are really, really good ones to get into, in my opinion, because during this meme coin bull run that's about ready to hit us, anything with this kind of potential, if you get the attention of the central bank wallets, and believe me, they're out there. If you get the attention of a central bank wallet, $100 million market cap for these little projects is nothing to them. I mean, a central bank, the money we're talking about here, I mean, they play with hundreds of millions into the billions of dollars a month. Okay, like we're talking about millions of transactions a day. We, as degens, as crypto enthusiasts, as Jeets, diamond handlers, whatever we are nothing in the grand scale of central bank money. We're nothing. So when we see pumps that are into the tens of millions, hundreds of millions, I don't believe those are human beings. Those are the bank wallets. Those are the central banks getting ready for the future. And when I say that, I mean that wholeheartedly, getting ready for the future. In fact, yesterday, I think I just created a millionaire yesterday. A buddy of mine has some property around town, and he has a 14-year-old kid mowing his grass, right? He pays him like $50 a yard. And the kid just happened to be yapping to us about trying to get into crypto. His dad won't let him get into crypto because he's only 14. He's not 18. He can't open up a wallet. So his dad came over to pick him up. And I said, you need to get him, if he knows about crypto at 14, you need to get him a wallet right now. Do what you got to do. Get him a wallet. And I wrote down a list of meme coins. Only meme coins. Not blue chips, not Bitcoin.
Free Trump. Real quick. I just had a person on my live stream say he was a 14-year-old with $2,200 to invest. What should he do? I wonder if it was him.
Depending on where he's at, I mean, the state I'm in only has 600,000 residents. So
yeah, I don't know where he's coming in from, but he wrote a comment on my live stream right before this. But yeah, just a little
very
tidbit.
well. I mean, yeah, possibly. I gave him crypto 101 yesterday for about an hour, and nice. I went from top to bottom. So like he's 14 years old, right? This lawn mowing kid is 14 years old. He reminded me of myself because I used to go door to door collect aluminum cans when I was 7 years old with my cousin. And we used to get stopped by the cops because they saw us carrying garbage bags down the street filled with aluminum cans. And they were like, are you guys okay? Like, yeah, we're just going door to door collecting aluminum cans. Because back then, one hefty garbage bag of aluminum cans was $1. So we only had to collect 4 of them to have money for the week. But this kid was hustling. And he was like, I want crypto. So I gave him Brett, Bonk, Pepe, Pi. I always get those two confused when I say them together. And then I did give him Landlord, Landwolf, Ducky Duck, Sheesh. Okay? I gave him all those, and I talked to his dad about the wallets and stuff. And they left, and this kid was lit up like Santa Claus is real to him. Like, this kid lit up like the end of the world. And right there, I was like, you know what? Damn, I think I just created a millionaire. Because this kid is 14, when he, in 10 years, or even in 4 years, when he goes through a crypto bull run, because we are getting ready for a meme coin bull run, 100% in my opinion. When he goes, if he can get this money, his lawn mowing money, into these meme coins, and he can 10x to 100x to possibly 500 or even 1,000x his money on some of these meme coins. I mean, what is that going to do for him and his family? And I'm talking like this is huge. The kid, and you know what? The kid he told me he had some money. But anyways, I'm gonna take a break before I really get going crazy. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Like, you asked for the opinion, and that's my opinion. Unfortunately, I don't see Bitcoin going crazy because of the ETF. They can stabilize it with the money on Wall Street now. They can keep their money where it's at for the gas and to keep it operational and secure and everything. Will it in the rest of my lifetime, which let's say I got 30 or 40 years left, yes, Bitcoin will 10x. It will probably 20 or 50x in my lifetime, the rest of my lifetime. But I'll be close to leaving here, and I don't have that kind of time to wait. I still want to get out and do some water skiing and jet skiing and traveling. So, you know, I'm going a little higher risk. I'm going meme coins, and I'm going
what? Real quick, free John, good points, dude, for sure. Real quick, and then we'll go to Zach from Subway. I actually did pull it up. I wanted to get the stuff right. Under economy on the RNC documents, number 5, champion innovation.
Fucking hell. Now I can't hear XPO.
What?
Drop down.
God.
Listen, gotta mute everybody. Okay, I want to get through this real quick so we can
I
keep
gotta
going.
go.
Republicans will end Democrats' unlawful and un-American crypto crackdown and oppose the creation of a central bank digital currency. We will defend the right to mine Bitcoin and ensure every American has right to self-custody of these digital assets and transact free from government surveillance and control. I don't know what the end of that means, that last government surveillance and control. Yeah, I kind of don't believe that. That's just me. But that whole paragraph is what the party's platform is for crypto. It's only two sentences. I mean, it does say a lot in those 2 sentences, but it's literally only 2 sentences. Zach from Subway, what's up, buddy?
What is up? I'm super excited for today. Shark Tank Wednesday. Let's go. Let's go. Tell your mother, your brother, your uncle's mother's brother, and let's get this party started. So yeah, watching the market, watching a bunch of the top 100 altcoins. Caspa's doing well. That one's definitely a diamond in the rough. Yeah, so watching that kind of stuff. I'm happy. I swapped some Solana, even though it's up, to Bitcoin about 4 or 5 days ago, and then I swapped some Bitcoin to USDC. I'm waiting for it to crash a little bit more, and then I'll get into a nice big position before the pump. So epic stuff going on. Got the FOMC meeting, the interest rates. Looking at that, I knew they're probably not going to lower the interest rates till about September. That's when I think things will take off. But for the simple fact that they're not raising them and they're kind of just keeping them steady is pretty bullish sentiment. So I think we'll see a huge season coming up, starting September after the summer, like I said. But yeah, that's what I got right now. So just more macro stuff overall. I'm excited to hear these projects today. And if you come up as a speaker, please retweet the space, blow up that comment section down there. It helps the algorithm. Especially for the projects. Pump that stuff. Let's get this thing out there, So that's what I got.
Appreciate that, Zach. Real quick, guys.
Zach.
Hold on, Paid. The Crypto Sleuth needs to come up here because that is who's speaking for Sheesh on Solana. So we need to get one person to drop down. We've got Landlord and Slime already up here. So if one person wants to drop down...
I'll drop down, man.
Okay, cool. And we'll bring you back up, obviously, when spaces rotate. And as soon as we're done with Shark Tank, we'll bring everybody back up. And everybody will get a chance, as always. So, yeah, we've got all 3 projects up here. We're about 10 minutes away from that. But, yeah, I mean, guys, it's good to talk about the macro a little bit, talking about policy and stuff. Today's a pretty big day from the macro standpoint. We're going to get into meme coins here. I see you with your hand up, Kendu. We'll get to everybody here. Fed meeting today, right? Fed meeting today. We got Bitcoin and Ethereum pumping a little bit here leading up to that. So Jay Powell takes, his decision will be coming down at 2 p.m. Eastern, and then he'll take the stage for questions at 2:30 today. Today should be a nothing burger if we're looking at it from what all the analysts are saying. But the real thing we're watching today from the macro guys, the real thing we're watching is what does he say about September? That'll be the next time they meet. And that is where a lot of people believe he'll start to begin the conversation or even cut rates. I mean, actually, it's a really high chance. 88% chance across the board from analysts that they're going to cut rates in middle September. So that's what we're going to be watching for. Those questions from reporters, and there's going to be a lot of them, asking about September rate cuts, right? So that's just something to be on the lookout for later this afternoon when it comes to the macro. of course, all of that is impacting all of crypto, whether it's large caps, small caps. Of course, we got 3 meme coins today to talk about, all on Solana too. So shout out to the Sol chain. Man, they've really grown something special with Sol meme coins, that's for sure. So all Solana meme coins today. Again, we're going to be hearing from Sheesh, which continues to go parabolic here as we speak. Slime and Landlord today. In this order, Sheesh, Landlord, and Slime. That's who we'll be hearing from today. So looking forward to that. Paid, go ahead, jump in real quick. And LFG Kendu, go ahead after that. Go ahead, Paid.
And also, real quick, guys, I just wanted to say, hey, listen, if you're coming to the stage, today is not your day to shill. Sorry. No shills outside of these 3 projects. We don't want to hear it. We don't care. I'll be the bad guy and break the news for everybody. Today, no other projects. I don't want to hear anything from anybody else. I don't even want to hear a whisper, a careless whisper in the wind. I don't want to hear it today. Today, we are focused. Slime, Sheesh, Landlord, not in that order, but that's the people we want to hear from today. Thank you.
Yeah, of course, we can always talk about the macro, right? Yeah, for sure. I mean, but yeah, today is dedicated to those projects, and I think that's very fair. That's what we build here. Every other day, we give you a little short leash, and we'll rein it in if we have to. But LFG Kendu, go ahead.
I think he dropped down, actually. Oh, wait, I see him on stage.
He's back up here. Let's see if he wants to jump in. LFG, are you there? There he is.
Yeah, hi. I had some sound issues. Don't worry, not a single shill from me. It's just me here, LFG Kendu. LFG Kendu will not say a word about his coin. So LFG Kendu is not going to do that. But it's great hearing you guys talking about this stuff. And I've got to say, as far as I'm not an American, right? So obviously, you're like we could tell a little bit. But not being American, it's been really interesting seeing all the political stuff going on with Trump and all the stuff about Bitcoin and all this stuff. I don't know why I'm out of breath. I'm really unfit, and I suddenly just got out of breath. Weird. But I just suddenly, I'm just a fat man sitting here, and suddenly I went, I think I got a bit stressed because I couldn't hear anything for a while. Anyway, sorry. So hearing all this stuff about Trump and all this stuff, it does sound a bit like, Trump says he's going to do this and Trump says he's going to do that. And it's like, yeah, Trump said he was going to build a wall. Trump said he was going to do a whole lot of shit last time. And, not just Trump. I don't particularly like the guy, but it's not just him. Politicians will say pretty much fucking anything to get you to vote for them. And it has nothing or very little to do with what they're actually going to do. And Trump has very clearly demonstrated that. Not that any Trump supporters care whatsoever about that. But, it's like, I know for a fact that a whole bunch of Democratic candidates, just to play devil's advocate a little bit, a whole bunch of Democratic candidates and I'm just bringing up some stuff here, and lawmakers sent an open letter to the DNC urging the party to adopt a more pro-crypto approach. And there's all sorts of points in there about pro-digital asset language, using more pro-digital asset language in the party's platform, having a VP that is familiar with crypto, all sorts of stuff like that. So, I mean, there is work going on within the Democratic Party as well to make things happen. So I know everybody is like, oh, Trump, crypto, and it's like, I don't know about anyone else, but for me, it's kind of annoying for me that it's going to be good for me financially if Trump gets in. I feel icky because it's kind of like, oh, I'll be pleased, but I'm not a fan. It's really interesting from that point of view, from being a foreigner. And when some people, you guys, I know you guys are nice, but some people in other spaces would probably be like, oh, why don't you just worry about your own country? But this stuff affects all of us, not just in crypto. The American president is a big deal around the world, because as much as you guys will be a third world country until you get universal health care, in my humble opinion, I'm just pushing buttons. I don't really believe that, but
it's hard to do when you're the 4th largest country in the world. I will say that It's a lot easier to do it when you're Canada.
But you do have states, and each state has their own government, and they actually do very much operate independently to a great extent. So there's that whole conversation.
I agree.
Anyway,
we can cover that heavily. We can cover that heavily even after if we want. We should do a political space related to crypto a little bit.
We should talk about healthcare.
I'm down. We can have a day for that, 100%. But I don't want to hijack this too much, man, because we got these great projects. We got 3 minutes left.
Exciting projects coming up.
Yep.
And LFG Kendo is not going to take up any more of their time. No can do. So see you later. And see you later, Kendo Chads, launching tomorrow. Thank you very much.
That's it. I'm dumping 100,000 in Kendo if you keep saying that.
You have 100,000 in Kendo?
Maybe.
Oh, cool. Well, then if you dump it, cool. We'll eat that up, and you will lose. But no, okay.
And I'll put it all into Sheesh and all the projects.
That's all right. I'll go.
That are coming on stage.
It's all right, man. Nothing phases me about Can Do. It's all good. Anyway, great. I'm looking forward to hearing about all these exciting projects, and thank you for your time.
Yeah, definitely. Can I say one thing, Zach, before we start this?
100%, bro.
For the projects coming up, the bubble is yours. So if you want to post stuff for your project, that's all you. If anything else slips up there, I'm deleting it, but you guys have the stage. So I'll hand it over to Zach. Just want to say that before we get going.
No, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, 100%. We're going to get started here in just a minute or two. So we're going to start with Sheesh here in just a minute. And it's up right now, guys, 90%, give or take. Insane moves here. Almost 1,000 holders right now. How about that? We were consolidating there for a couple days and just exploded. If you're watching on the live streams, we've got about 1,500 people. You can see that on screen if you're watching it on the live streams. You can also post that up if you got 2 screens or whatever. You can watch this on the live and listen here or whatever. So there's multiple ways to listen to this, basically. All right, we're going to jump into it.
Also, Zach, real quick, make sure you guys are sharing the room. Share the room.
Yes.
If you want to be eligible to get the prizes at the end of the space, you have to at least share the room because Zach from Subway sees everything, and he will check to see if you shared before we give money out.
No, appreciate that. That's a good reminder, and we got a bunch of people with us today, so that's awesome, too. We're really growing the space. We appreciate that. We want to get well over 200 people in here as we roll this thing along here into the next hour. Huh? Who the hell is that?
You know what? I'm just going to remove basically everyone from the stage outside of the projects.
No, don't do that. But, Fadi, you got to stay muted. All right, let's start here. Sheesh on Solana is up, guys. So I gave you some of the numbers. $1.53 million market cap. 158,000 in liquidity. Good ratio there out of the gate. 998 holders. 2 more holders to hit 1,000. We'll probably do that in the next 5-10 minutes. 62,000 in volume here in the last 24 hours. Sheesh on Solana. 96 out of 99 on DEX score. We talked a little bit about them previously. Talked a little bit about kind of what they were building. This is kind of born out of, so many people getting rugged from various projects. And this is a CTO from a Bitcoin millionaire. And I want to leave it over to the man himself, the crypto sleuth. Welcome. Tell us about Sheesh.
Hey, guys. Good morning. How's everyone doing?
Great, brother.
Hey, we're chilling.
So, yeah, kind of give a little backstory real quick and how this all took place. First and foremost, yes, I am a Bitcoin millionaire. I started mining in 2009, 2010. Been in it ever since. I'm huge on Bitcoin, and I suggest everyone that ever asks me what to get into, I always tell them Bitcoin, and now Sheesh, of course. But basically what happened was you're probably asking, why is a Bitcoin millionaire over here playing with meme coins? Well, I'm a degenerate just like everyone else. I enjoy meme coins. I love meme coins. I like getting into projects and helping projects grow. I was in Baby Doge day one. I was in Shiba really early as well. But basically what happened was I did a challenge for myself to go from 1 Solana to 100 using a buy bot. So I was playing around with that. I got it from 1, got it up to like 3 or 4. I was like, I'm going to go look at Pump Fund. I've never used Pump Fund. I want to check it out. Maybe there's something there I can make a little money on. So I ended up getting on Pump Fun, got on one, got rugged really quick. They tried to take it over. I just, I said screw it, and I left. I actually just left the money in there. I was like, let everyone else have it. I don't care. Then I saw this one, Sheesh. I got into it. It was already up to King of the Hill, was getting ready to jump over to Radium. They rugged it. Well, he sold. And then there was a couple guys trying to start a CTO. I could see that they were very unorganized, didn't know what they were doing. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of watching people get rugged all the time. I want to build something, and I might as well just do it with this. Because I had been already talking about with some other people in the weeks before, thinking, you know what? Maybe it's my time to give back now. So I ended up taking over Sheesh, got some friends in, got a team going. We took it over. We went from 14K, jumped up into Radium a lot quicker than I wanted to, because I wanted to get everything built up first. But a lot of people that know me just rushed in really quick. So got there a little quick. But then we started growing every single day. We were hitting new all-time highs every single day. And then a couple days ago, we finally broke down and dropped a little bit. And here we are today. Now we're jumped up even more. So we're now at a new all-time high as well. But the goal of Sheesh right now is right now I'm building a community that just loves the ideas of what we're doing. And one of the things that we came up with was in our Telegram, get tons and tons of bots, the little pretty girls on there, stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? Me and a couple of guys, and I think it was Crypto Guy that came up with this. I'm not sure. Let's take our cat and Sheesh and do a Girls of Sheesh. And we'll start doing pictures, photo shoots of all these bots that come in, and we'll name them, Miss July, Miss August, and keep on going with that. But the other thought was too, this will be great for publicity, where we can go out and start talking to all the influencers and bringing them on board and making pictures of them. And if you notice, I pinned one up of the first one that we did. My artist is great. It looks great. And we're going to keep doing that. So we're going to keep going out, networking, getting with people. Actually, I got another one coming out tonight, because I have another space I'm doing tonight with a project called Franco and Soul. And I have a couple that I'm posting up tonight as well during that one. So right now we're just building, we're having fun. The biggest thing with these meme coins is your community. If you have a great community, you're going to go far. And that's all we're trying to do right now, is build that great community. And then we'll start, diving into all the other stuff that this has to deal with. And I'm not here for anyone else's money. I'm here to try to help everyone else, because I'm just so tired of people getting shammed and rugged all the time. So this is kind of my gift to the world right now. I've made my money. I've got plenty of money, and I don't need anyone else's money. So right now I'm just trying to give back to the world, give back to the cryptocurrency, give back to the degens that I love so much. So, but that's my story.
Thanks, brother. I'll let Zach go ahead and jump in first with a question. Go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, I got a couple questions for you. First of all, why did you choose Solana to launch on? And second of all, do you have team tokens allocated, and do you have any taxes?
Okay, so this was a pump fund, so there's no team tokens. Of course, I have a bag myself, and some of the other guys, they have their own bags, but no taxes. The reason why for Solana it was more of, I've never been in Solana. This is my first time being in Solana this past couple months. I started seeing what was going on, so I started investing heavily in Solana itself. Saw that's where all the meme coins were at, so that's kind of how I got there. So it just luck of the draw that it was Solana. It could have been anything else, but that's just what it happened to be.
Perfect. I forgot what my other question was. Taxes. Do you have any taxes on the token?
No taxes.
No taxes. And what do you look like 3 to 5 months down the road? Where do you think you'll be? How are you going to get there? Questions like that.
Sure. So my thought, 3 to 5 months, Well, first and foremost, my original goal was 100 million in market cap. When I saw what was going on, I saw how we were growing, and I saw how excited the community was, and everyone that was coming and being a part of it. I started thinking, you know what? I should stop saying 100 million, because that's really at this point going to be FUD. So I think right now the top is endless right now. I don't know how far this is going to go, but I'm going to be there to watch it grow and to help it grow. One of the things I'm doing this week, I've got basically a week off from the family. I'm sending my family off on vacation, so I'm going to have a whole week of being able to spend a shit ton of time of marketing and everything else. So we've got today, and then tomorrow I'm going to start pushing China. I've got a lot of people that are interested in China, so I'm going to start doing some heavy marketing in China. And we're just going to keep throwing money at it. And the more people are excited about it, the more I'm wanting to spend money. Because all this is coming from my pocket. No one's spending money on the marketing. This is all me. So, I'm not taking money. I'm not selling anything. It's all me coming out of my pocket. So that's awesome. That's the next step, is China.
That's awesome. Your chart looks phenomenal. I can confirm to everyone, I did go deep dive into the contract. Everything is squeaky clean, so excellent. And I'm going to throw some money into it today. Not financial advice for anyone, but for me, I like it. I follow the dev. I like the dev behind this project. So kudos to you, and love the pitch.
Thank you, sir.
Love it. Hey, quick general question. Do we know the largest market cap of a crypto that launched on pump.fun yet? Do we know some of I'm just curious, generally.
I've seen a couple at 100 million. I don't know if there's more that's farther than that, because I think there's, Billy? Billy hit 130 million or something. You can actually go on to one of the websites. I can't remember which one it is. And it'll show you all the ones from Pump Fund. It might actually, you can go to Pump Fund and see. You go to Pump Fund, you'll see all the ones off Pump Fund that are their highest market caps.
I think it might have been Billy. I think that was the one Paulie was pushing. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
Billy's up there.
Gotcha. Hey, Crypto Sleuth, how have you seen the community grow? I know you guys are pretty new, but I mean, what's your take on just community growth? And obviously, that's such a big part of Memecoins. You guys launched on the 12th of July, but obviously it takes a little while, usually at least a week or two maybe, to get that push. I mean, where are you guys at with that, just the growth of the community?
Well, right now the growth has been all just word of mouth. Everyone, and then plus, getting on spaces like this and just shilling like crazy on X. But it's jumping more and more every day. I haven't really seen a big drop in it at all. All I've seen is increases pretty much every single day. Because when we first started, of course, I made the Telegram group, and it was maybe 50 people. So in 14 days, we went from 50 all the way up to, I think we're almost at 1,000 now. So it's cool to see that, we're not seeing a lot of deleted accounts. We're not seeing a lot of people leaving. But of course, every time you run an ads on Deck Screener or actually get on a space, you've got 500 people that are coming in trying to sell you something or trying to scam you one way or the other. So I know that number may be inflated a little bit based off of some of the people just trying to get in and trying to market to you or sell stuff to you. But we'll keep pushing it and we'll keep growing.
That's awesome. Listen, right now, you just entered phase 3, according to your website. You have collaborations and partnerships. You're in phase 3. Who do you got lined up? Who are you talking to? You don't have to give us all the details of what those partnerships and collabs look like, but give us something. What do you got?
So tonight I'm doing another space with Soul Saver. We've been hitting his space pretty much every single night. We've gotten in good with him and his community. Our next collab right now is, like I said, with Franco and Soul. Franco and Soul is, if you don't know that one, you need to really check it out. It's way undervalued right now. I think it's I'm shilling for Frank, but it's at 250,000 market cap. And the content that they're putting out is insane. He's getting ready to actually being in talks with actually making a TV show, which that's insane. You know, Memecoin, next thing you know, they're going to be a TV show. So that's pretty cool. But so, yeah, doing some little collabs with him. And then I've got 2 other influencers that are going to be a part of the Girls of Sheesh. Miss Rose, I believe. And there's another one that Crypto Guy could probably, he knows it better than I do. A lot of those guys take care of more of the stuff than I do, because with me being a rich, wealthy person, I spend a lot of time making deals and as an angel investor with a lot of groups out there in the real world. So a lot of my time is spent doing that, because it's a lot of that stuff is multi-million dollar stuff. So I have less time to deal with this right now, but I'm focusing a lot of time here. I'm almost focusing too much time on here, but luckily I have a great team behind me that's, you know, taking care of the majority of the stuff. Crypto God, he's amazing. He hits the show spaces all the time. He's the hype man, so I love him to death.
How long is it going to take you to get to phase 5?
Which one's phase 5, brother? To be honest with you, I haven't looked at it in a little bit. That the team has done that one. I have to go back and take a look at it. What's phase 5 say?
SPRITZ, I can't even speak right now. Surpassed 100 million market cap, listed on several top-tier sexes, regular X spaces, meme competitions, and daily trading volume of $1 million.
Well, that's I'm in talks right now with quite a few different CEXs. Those are, you know, we'll start small and go big later. But those are, I'm in the talks with them right now, you know, because a lot of them are, I'm not a big fan of throwing out $50,000 for something that I've seen in the past not do shit for anybody. So I'm very careful on how I spend my money, and I won't spend money on stuff that's worthless. I just won't do it. So I'll make sure that every deal that I do, and every deal is pretty much done by me. You know, someone might bring me something, but I'm going to look at it. I'm going to analyze it. I'm going to talk to people and decide if it's the right thing for our project. I'm not going to waste a bunch of money on stupid shit. So, but yeah, I'm in talks with quite a few different CEXs. I play a lot of hardball with people like that because I'm not stupid. I know how this game works, and I know a lot of these CEXs are going to end up buying themselves, and you know, I don't have to pay a cent to them. So, but yeah.
Hey man, on that note, how do you go about finding the right centralized exchanges? Because we've talked about this on the spaces before with developers and just with investors. You know, it used to be back in 2021, right? Especially with meme coins, like, oh, every exchange listing's good, right? Oh, we're getting on LBank, and this is not throwing shade at any of these, but like, you know, these are the ones you get on, right? It's, oh, we're on Bitmart, oh, we're on LBank, oh, we're on, you know, Coinstar, or, you know. But how do you differentiate? Like, what matters, what doesn't? What kind of conversations are you having so you know they're not going to hurt you rather than, or opposed to help you?
So, like you said, with a lot of those, they make their money on you paying them. You know, they do have, you know, they do give you volume. They do help. But you got to be wise on which ones you pick and, you know, how you grow to the next step, right? So, of course, we'll start with some of the smaller ones. Like, more than likely, probably like LBank, maybe. Like I said, I don't want to go too deep into all that right now because I'm just not sure which route I'm going to take. I don't want to give something out and then that doesn't come to fruition. So, I'm definitely. I'm analyzing data right now on all that stuff, so I can't promise anything on that right now.
No, that's totally fair. One thing just to note, look out for arbitrage. Because a lot of these exchanges, they wreck projects through arbitrage. And so just I would just focus on that as one of the things you're looking at. Go ahead, Barkoshi.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like everybody's been saying, community is, you know, pretty much the key thing in meme coins. So my question to you is, during the downtrends of the market, how do you keep your community engaged and active? Because, you know, everybody gets emotional during red days and they get quiet. So I'd like to know how you plan to keep them energized even during the downtrends.
Well, I have a what's called the Floor Defender bot. When we start getting nasty days, I turn that thing on, and it's paid through by me, so it helps, kind of helps the floor, helps with the volume to keep it from not going too crazy and then scaring everyone off. A lot of times, though, when we've hit these dips, I've kind of just let it hold off for a little bit and let some of these people that are really Jeets just go ahead and let them go, and then I'll turn it on. You know what I mean? So, but that's how I'm keeping my floor solid, is by using that bot, just to kind of to buy small incremental buys, to keep pushing it upwards instead of watching it just drop like crazy. And then with the community wise, one thing I'm doing, and I know my team's doing as well, is we're just being active. We're letting them know everything. I'm on there all the time, because I'm not going to be like these other 15-year-old kids who are trying to run a project and act like they're in the background cooking all the time. That's horseshit. No, you're not. You're sitting off doing nothing. You don't even understand Web3. Sorry for anyone that's 15 and in here that's doing that kind of shit, but that having someone that's active all the time, especially when it comes to the lead team, brings so much confidence to everyone. Me as an investor, I'm the same way. If I start seeing someone saying, well, he's cooking in the background, he ain't doing anything, he's doing whatever, that's not me. I get on our chats. I talk to people. If you send me a DM, I'm gonna answer it. But it's that support that people need, the support and trust that they know that you're not gonna screw them over, and that's how you keep your money, inside of those, in your projects. As soon as you start seeing it drop and you just not saying anything and not talking, you're just killing your own project. So you have to stay active. You have to keep, talking. You got to keep showing stuff. You got to put out content. Whatever you got to do, you got to stay active. And if you're not active in this world, especially Web3, you're done for. And I know Zach knows. I know both Zachs know. They're on here all the time. Why? Because they're building their selves up. They're working long hours. Nothing's free in this world. Look, I mean, for me, it was kind of, because Bitcoin, I didn't do much except mine Bitcoin. So it was a little free for me, but you still have to be out there engaging. People have to know that you're there. And as soon as they know you're not there and you're not doing anything, they're not sticking around. So I'm always engaged. My team's always engaged, and we will continue to do that even if we're at 100 million.
Yo, right now, the project just hit 1.6 mil. I think it's at an all-time high right now. I'm not saying it's because of the show. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying they are on the show, and they just hit 1.6. I think it's climbing. I'm watching the chart right now. There's a lot of buys coming in as we speak. So, congratulations on that. Hopefully, another one just came in just now. Hopefully, we see 2 mil, pretty soon, 4 mil, really get the ball rolling on that.
Absolutely.
And throw if you have links to your socials, Telegram, if you have Telegram, Discord, whatever, throw them up in the bubble. I would do want to join your community. And for everyone listening, I think that should be up there for you guys. And, the fact that you come on and talk all the time and you're active, I like that. I rarely invest in projects because of their volume. I look for, like utility stuff, and I look for the dev behind it. And you sound like a great guy. It sounds like you don't need this. You want to do it. That's kind of how I am. So I think it might go heavy. So awesome. But I do want to join your socials. So if you got a link, throw that up there or in the comments.
Will do. Thank you.
And guys, not just this project, HGACESS, but all the projects, we do regularly go into your guys' telegrams. Like, I'm in a bunch of project telegrams right now, just lurking, seeing what you guys are talking about, seeing what you guys have going on. I know Zach from Subway kind of does the same thing. Like, he won't admit it, but he's a ghost. He won't admit it, but I'll admit it. I'm in like at least 3 or 4, maybe even 5 of the projects that have been on the show, just lurking, seeing when stuff goes right, seeing when stuff goes wrong. So don't think just because you're on the show and then you leave that it's over. We're still here.
No, I just want to say thank you to Sheesh on Sol, guys. Make sure you guys give them a follow. Definitely hop into their Telegram, hop on their Twitter. Man, it's been awesome to getting to know a little bit more about the project, man, and definitely stay up here too. And I want to run over to the next project though, and present that a little bit. We've got Landlord also on Solana coming to us today. So Landlord launched back on July 2nd, not even a month old here. Man, they had a massive run-up their first week. They ran all the way up to over 1 cent, and I believe it was right around a $10 million market cap. They have since retraced back down to around a 2.5. Right now, they're at $2.39 million market cap after their first big run-up. They've been consolidating here for about 2 weeks now, has really shown some strong support in this zone. So this is another one I have up on screen on the live stream for you guys if you're watching there, which, by the way, we have 1,700 people with us live on Twitter and YouTube, along with...
And 250 people roughly on this space currently, which is an all-time high for us.
Epic.
So thank you guys for all being here for sure.
No, it means a ton. Make sure you guys are following everybody, all the projects on the space here. Definitely run it up. And again, we're going to be doing some giveaways, so make sure you stick around. Share the space. You got to share it. We're going to be giving away $100 of every crypto project that is being highlighted today. So that's Sheesh, Landlord, and Slime. So definitely be on the lookout for that tweet, but you got to share the space now. But yeah, Landlord, big run up, really nice holder base, growing, high volume, a lot of hype around this one, and really good social media presence as well. And there's a lot of hype for good reason, because it's kind of fitting into some big narratives that's happening in the meme coin world. I'll let Landlord talk a little bit more about that. So welcome to the stage, Landlord. What's happening?
How's it going, guys? It's going to be Cash's voice today, the usual voice of Landlord. Thank you for having us on. I'm very excited to let you know a bit more about our project, because I know that previously when we spoke, it's been 60 seconds here and there. So, you know, we're really excited about this. But just to kind of give you an introduction to Landlord. The Landlord is Landlord Ronald. He's this purple hippo. He's a Republican, and he likes to collect his rent, and he collects it from everyone. And the best of the best get their advice off him as well. So that's the kind of the overview of the meme. The narrative is simple, you know, pay rent once, collect every day. And the irony is that at the end of it, you could become a landlord if you hold on to your tokens. So with the Landlord, the reason why the dev created this token was he's been in crypto since 2017, 2018. He was quite big on Sol. He's made a nice little bag on that. And he's been, you know, looking at meme coins for the past couple of months. But unfortunately, it kept getting rugged. So after a successful token that he was involved in, where he wasn't directly involved in, but he was an investor in, he noticed that there is great potential in these tokens. And there's great potential in making a proper token where you can build a great community for the people that have got the same mindset that want to grow. So that's where the Landlord came to life. And he spent some time before even launching this, just thinking of the ideas and creating this original meme, because the Landlord is his meme, essentially. It wasn't in the world before he invented it. So this is something that's completely original. It's something that's been, you know, thought of through, you know, the thought of making crypto great again, and Solana a nice space, because we need to make it great now, so then we leave a good taste in the future generation's mouth, and then crypto gets even bigger and bigger. And this is the ethos of Landlord. So in this time as well, like Zach said, we started on the 2nd of July. We've been going for 29 days today, okay? And 29 days is a long time in some meme coins, because a lot of meme coins don't get that far. And in this period of time, we did hit an all-time high. And I just want to correct you there, Zach, because the all-time high was 18 million market cap, with a wick that even touched 20 million. And we've had a retracement since. We went back down to 1 million. And we built a solid floor back up to 2.5, around about the 2 to 2.5 million mark. Now, we've increased the amount of holders. So what that shows is we've got fairer distributions of tokens when those whales at the top left. Because previously, when we hit those all-time highs, we were anywhere between 5,500 holders to 6,000 holders. And in this period of time, we've had massive growth. And we did what we didn't think we could achieve in essentially less than a week. When I first came into the VC and spoke to the dev team, the goal was to get to 10 million by the end of the month. We smashed it in 5 days. And that's where, you know, I realized the true potential of this project and how much I wanted to make sure that I was at the forefront of getting involved and pushing it, and making sure that we have a good voice behind Landlord that can get the community side out and the dev side out in full detail, so you can realize what a gem this is. And just to go off some of those things now that I've explained what landlord is. You know, holders are about 7,200. The current market cap is a great entry, but obviously do your own research because it's never financial advice. But what I will say is to those that do their research, be ready to be picking up your jaw from the floor, because once you look at the tokenomics, once you look at the great potential in this, it's going to be eye-opening for yourself. And the things that we do consistently to grow is to make sure we show up every day and everyone's got conviction for the project. And this is why the numbers don't lie. And the numbers are increasing in holders, engagement on X. We're at 6,015 followers. When I wrote this down, it could probably be more right now. And we're about to hit 11,000 community members on Telegram, which is crazy in the space of 29 days when you take a look at it, because everything we've done is organically. Even when we hit the all-time high previously, it was very little to no marketing, but community raiding hard and the team working hard 24/7. The VC was open 24/7 to make sure people knew we were there through the highs and the lows. And I just want to touch on this because we did hit those highs and everyone was happy. But even when we were on the way back down to 1 million before we've come back up to a nice floor, the team was there every step of the way. The dev showed up. He was there answering questions, because even when the chips are down, you need to show up for your family, right? And this is what we've created: a family, a cult, and something that's ended up being everyone's conviction play that's in that community. So this is why we stay strong. Whether the chart is red, whether the chart is green, the idea is the same. We've got a milestone, and I'll say this milestone with confidence. Our first milestone we want to hit is 500 million. And we know with the meme coin and with the bull run coming over and the meme coin cycles that are going to be coming in the future, I feel like in 5 to 6 months, we're going to be past that. That's my personal opinion because of how much conviction I have. And if you guys don't believe how much conviction I have, definitely check. I'll post it up in a second. I even made my own merch, but I ordered that merch 2 days after I invested in this. And everyone laughed at me and said, oh, the landlord won't be here by the time it arrives. Guys, I've got my landlord hat on right now. I'm chilling, drinking coffee from my landlord mug right now because my conviction was right. And this is why we're going to continue to grow. And just on the basis of how we did it before, it was organically. We saw the potential. And now what we're doing, we're creating a strong floor. We're shaking all the Jeets out. And we're in a position now where we are turning the marketing on. We are really pushing it on that side of things. And just on the aspects of what we did in those 29 days, before we are going to turn all these marketing on and give the project a big turbo booster of a push, we're on 3 exchanges. We're on XT, we're on SuperX, we're on CoinStore. We're trying to make sure that kind of Asian demographic is kind of covered with those exchanges before we go on to bigger exchanges. But like the previous project said, exchanges only matter once your project's in the right place for the exchanges to matter. So we've got the paperwork ready. We've been speaking to a lot of exchanges in the background. But as a team, we all have the same understanding as those exchanges can only be, something that we go ahead with once we're at a great market cap. That way it's going to benefit the project. And really, I know I'm going on a little bit, but it's only because I'm really passionate about the project. And I really believe that I don't want people to miss out on something that could be essentially life-changing in most instances. And we are really undervalued in my eyes right now. The diamonds are in the rough sometimes. The gems are hidden. But once you find it, hold on to it for dear life. Because, the crypto space in general is going to be popping in the next kind of 6 to 8 months. And it's going to be a crazy time if you've never been in the bull run or if you've never seen, tokens that don't really have meaning, like, just go up for no reason. This is the kind of space that we're going to be approaching soon. So as a team, we're really pushing it. The community's strong as ever. I think we kind of showed it on your post, Zach. You posted a video about us. And the one thing I said in my community was, guys, if we don't have the most likes, retweets, and views on that post, I'm not going to be a happy man, because I show up every day with consistency and confidence in this project to lead by example, because I don't want to be the guy that's telling people to do something if I'm not doing it all day, every day. And I'm here grinding every day, and the team is in the background, but we play to our strengths. That's why I'm here speaking right now, and that's why the devs are working in the background, because they're introverts. They're really good at what they do, but they're not good at explaining what they do. And that steps in me. And so this is why this project is like a fine oiled company. We always say, everyone comes in like, oh, this feels like a CTO. No, it's not a CTO. The dev team is still here. If anything, this is a CTO with a CEO And, we've even got project managers, technical consultants, and I think a lot of projects can't say that they're setting up the project like a business, even if it is a meme coin. And when it comes to utility, a meme coin doesn't need utility. A meme coin needs a meme that can meme. And this is what we have here. And I'm ready to answer any questions you may have and give you some alpha as well, because there is some things that I've not said in this little segment here. But I want to see what you guys want to say first. So thank you for having me on the floor. Fire away with your questions.
Appreciate you, Cash. Thanks for that. I'll start with Zach. Zach's got his hand up. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Was this a pumped up fun launch? First of all, that was my first question.
No. So this was a moonshot launch.
Moonshot. Okay, and how much went to LP when you launched? What was the percentage?
So the first liquidity pool burn was around about 100. Sorry, I've got the white paper up in front of me. I do apologize. It's very unprofessional for me. But yeah, 176 million. So the actual tokenomics of the token, 176 million, were burned at the beginning, and then we burned a further 1 million. So actually right now, there's 822.9 million in total supply.
Awesome. I went through the contract also, like I do for all projects. This one is squeaky clean also, so super epic, with these projects being very, very clean, running through my bot. That's great. Do you have any team allocated tokens? And if so, what is the percentage? And where do you see your project 3 to 5 months down the line? And if it's in epic levels, how are you going to get there?
So in regards to the team, there was no, what's the word for it? Team token allocated. It was all just launched on Moonshot, and whoever wanted to be involved, they bought their own tokens. So that's how it works. And the kind of ethos behind it, the whole team has their bag, and everyone works for their bag. And, everyone just puts the effort in, because we know that if we all really work really hard, you're going to grow that bag to be something that a number that you never really thought of, because that's how, the potential of the project. So on that side of things, no allocations there. I just wanted to add as well, we're the most successful Moonshot project. So Moonshot is something that's quite in its infancy, and Deck Screener is not yet pushing to the forefront of, their things, because it's like going through the honeymoon period right now, where they look at it and tweak it. But if you go on it and you look at all the rest of the tokens and you go on the finalized section, you see Landlord at the top as the kind of poster boy. And once Deck Screener does kind of go on to pushing, Moonshot as their main thing as a launch platform, then, they're going to have to put Landlord at the front of it just on that basis as well. And I do apologize, I forgot the back end of that question. So, I remember. So where we're going to get to in a few months. So I believe that we're going to be above 200 million market cap in the next 3 to 5 months, easily, then going over to 500 million as a milestone. Like we said, we do milestones, not targets, because we're not going to stop there. And how we're going to do it is we're building a brand. So at the moment, there's a lot of things going on. Like I mentioned, the marketing campaign, we've got a different campaign for different platforms. So campaign for X, campaign for the other socials like TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and all the other areas that we're working on, and like Weibo for China. So we've got different campaigns in different areas. And we've also got a Telegram campaign that started for the next 72 hours, where we're in over 7,000 Asian groups, just being shielded in there just to make sure we are hitting every single demographic, because, it's all about volume of numbers, that getting people that want to invest in the project. So I see us getting there, and the way we're going to do it, and I'll drop some alpha on you, like it says in the white paper, getting ready for the Landlord video game. We don't need it. We just want it for fun. So, we're just making that video game to, have something that the community can utilize and do. And we're going to make it something that's relevant to the Landlord. So just to give you a brief overview of it, it's going to be a game where you, as your first person, start as a level 1 landlord, and you build yourself up to the top tier landlord, and earn tokens and prizes in between it. And, it creates an interactive aspect of Landlord, and it helps with the rest of the brand, because outside of just the game, we're speaking to in real life partnerships. So things that you see on a day-to-day basis, we're contacting these organizations and trying to set up limited edition Landlord either products or items that we can just incorporate just to have a bit of fun with the brand and make sure that it's an in real life thing that you can have in front of you, not just a crypto token. And that's how we're planning to get it to go viral. Because once a meme goes viral, there's nothing stopping it being the next $1 billion market cap at all. It's just about how we're going to get there. And how we're going to get there is the consistency and keep on working with these partnerships. And outside real life brand partnerships, we're working on partnerships within the crypto space. And, you know, other tokens that fit our narrative that, you know, if we can help boost their community and they can help boost our community, there's nothing wrong with it, because we're here about making crypto great. And we can only make crypto great if we all work together, not against each other. So that's how we're just going to, you know, push it to those great heights. And that's, you know, just a little pinch of what we're doing.
Awesome. We'll get to the other guys real quick, but if you have anything to throw up in the bubble, please do. There's nothing from your project up there. You know, it's for you guys, these projects for today. So please post some stuff, links to socials, all that good stuff. I know you've been talking, it's hard to multitask, but we'll get over
no,
to
it's okay.
Pete and Zach. If you guys got any questions.
Go ahead, Pete.
So my question is kind of similar to Zach's, but a little different. What is the catalyst for, like, what is going to start your next leg up? Like, what do you think that's going to be going forward? You've been in consolidation for a little while now. What do you think is going to really start pushing you guys upwards? You know, even towards new all-time highs, you know, over the next couple months, hopefully, you know, 3 months.
Yeah, of course. So I believe this next catalyst is actually that consolidation. So the fact that we've gone sideways for such a long time, and we're always trending in the top 1 to 5 of Dex Screener. You know, in this 29 days that we've been going, 28 of those days we've been in between 1 to 5, and you know, that's where it's the rule of 7 of sales. You need to see something 7 times before you actually go into it, and with crypto it's even more. And the other thing is reigniting the light in previous investors that come into a token at the very beginning that might have left because they used to be in a token for 24 to 48 hours. And, you know, really relighting that fire and then bringing new people and new investors in through the marketing campaigns and, you know, the influencers that we're speaking to, the partnerships. And, you know, once we do the in real life products, then it's going to, you know, be even more of a catalyst. But the right now catalyst is just going to be the fact that we've consolidated for so long, held a strong floor, the community is growing day by day, and we're showing up day by day. So it's just, you know, right now, it's not about if, it's about when. And, you know, it's when people stop sleeping on it and fading the landlord and realize what a gem it is, which people are going to do so because we're on spaces like this where it's a lot of exposure, and they're going to listen to this now and they're going to do their own research. And if they, you know, if they like what they see, they're going to invest, right? So these are the little things that are going to catalyst it, and everything is like compound interest. So you know, it combines onto each other, and then you know, before you know it, you've got this massive bag of cash just from your interest. Well, it's the same with this situation. We keep on doing a lot of little things, and before you know it, you've got so much that it's going to blow. And then at that stage, the same way it rallied up last time, you could probably see this project go from, it went from 8 million all the way up to 18 million with a wick that nearly touched 20 million in a space of 12, 16 hours. So, you know, that's how quickly it can change. But I think what we've proved is the test of time of showing people that we're here for the long run. We've got the gold tick on the X account, where we've updated the website once already, and all these little things. So once people realize this and realize how much work's going into this, that's what's going to cause the catalyst to move up to the next leg. And like I said, with marketing, you've got to start it, and it's a bit like a flower. You keep watering it and then it blossoms. And that's where it's really going to be the push. So all these things together are the reason it's going to cause the next catalyst. And obviously, just probably even people just listening to this conversation right now, it's going to spark the interest. It's going to plant the seed. I don't expect everyone that listens to this right now to go and invest into this today. But in a week's time, when they see us again on Dex Screener, they'll remember this. So these are the little things that are going to push us to the next leg.
Love it. Appreciate it. Just want to say thank you real quick to everybody listening in from all the platforms out there. Just continuing to grow here today. This has been, I think, our most successful space by far So just super exciting. Thanks to the great projects for bringing out their communities here today. Of course, it's not over. We run this all the way to 11:30. But please keep in mind we do this every single day. The actual space is at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, runs to 11:30 a.m. Eastern. I'm live for an hour before then, so if you're West Coast, it might be a little early, but I'm doing this 3 hours a day, and I love it. Monday through Friday, go live on YouTube and X and go right into this. So if you're a community member, you're dropping in here for the first time, don't go away. We won't forget about you as a project and a community, so don't forget about us. We always still mention and talk about previous projects that have come on here day after day. Speaking of that slow drip, marketing, Cash, to your point, I agree 100%. So we'll show love to you guys far beyond just today. And so, if you're a community member, come on back in. We'd love to have you, bring you back up, get an update from even a community member. Speaking of a community member, I see John down there. I've heard John speak on Spaces in regards to the project. So, John, if you want to jump in on this real quick, and then we'll keep things moving over to Slime.
And just quickly, Zach, as well.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut in there. Driftbin is here, which is our project manager, and he's requested. He just wanted to come in and just drop a little introduction to who he is. Is that okay?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
apologize.
Yeah, let's go to him.
Bring him up.
Let's go to him first. Actually, if he's let's go to him first. Go ahead, Driftman.
Yeah, hello. Sorry, I just missed the opportunity to talk. And Cash is always on fire and very, contributing good and positive energy to this project. Yeah, I just wanted to say hello to everyone and offer if they have any questions, just DM me. And just wanted to tell the story how I came up to this project, because I'm totally newbie to the Memecoin space. I'm more in startup scaling and working as business analyst, as an entrepreneur. And landlord called me because he was like, hey, I launched this token on Moonshot and just watch. And the first 1 or 2 days, I invested like small amount of money. And then it's like, pumped. Kind of, it like exploded, and then I asked him how much, where the people come from. I didn't get it, where the people are coming from, and he said they just entered. They just found out about the project. They just entered, and early investors started like globally organizing themselves. I've never seen. I've worked for very big brands and never seen something like this happen before. Yeah, just people having fun organizing themselves and thinking about how we can proceed, like how we can advance this project. And then landlord called me and was like, hey, I need your help to professionalize this together with me and the team. And now we're setting up like kind of startup structures in the background to get this to another place, because we are thinking about, I don't know if Cash mentioned that, Memecoin space is like very digital, but I think if you go and take this narrative, this joke, pay rent and become landlord into marketing, guerrilla marketing, and also like mix it with products, real life products and merch, I think you get to a very nice mixed dimension asset, like digital Memecoin space and real life assets. And there are like different things you're working on into the background. But I just wanted to hop on, tell the story and say hello. And thank you for your listening and your time.
Thanks so much for that, man. Appreciate that. Crypto Sleuth, what do you got?
I just wanted to say real quick, I think these spaces right now too are going to be your new meta for this bull run, right? So any of you guys that are getting ready to start, sponsoring or trying. Telegram, getting a call on Telegram is the way to go. I just don't believe that at all. I've seen it happen over and over again where just doesn't nothing happen. But you start getting on places like this where you've got Zach, you've got Soul Slave, you got all these other people that are legit, and then they're trying to build something too. Those are the people that you want to get in with. Get people around you that are striving to be better and get bigger every day too. Those are the people you want to be around. So just kind of keep that in the back of your head when you start, wanting to, market your tokens. But that's all I had to say.
No, I appreciate that, brother. I think you're 100% right. We're seeing the shift just from a content creation standpoint. I've been on YouTube for a little while, and real quick, I think a lot of the new people come to YouTube, but a lot of the OGs and the really active investors, the people who live this, breathe it, sleep it, who don't freaking leave any stone unturned, they're here on X. So 100%. I think it's two different audiences. I think the newbies, the brand new people, which we really haven't seen that wave yet. And that's when my YouTube views will go up, when all the new people come to the space, and then they figure out that if they want to stay here and live throughout a bear market, they come to X, and they really get into the weeds. So 100%. John, go ahead real quick, and then we got to keep it moving, guys. We got to get to Slime. He's having connection issues. Is Slime even back up here? I don't think he is.
I brought him back up twice, and it keeps dropping him down for some reason.
He's DMing me in the back channels. We'll figure it out. Go ahead, John.
Hey, morning, Zach. I really appreciate the opportunity to speak again, and thank you to Cash and Griffin as well, my new loved associates in the game here. I was going to speak earlier, but I unfortunately had a work call. By profession, I am a performance data analyst for the state government. I know this project has some legs to it and a ton of upside potential. We mentioned earlier that we were speaking of catalysts. I think the most marketable and most undiscovered catalyst that we have, the biggest, is actually slow burning and built into the project. For a lot of investors, this scares them away. But we have a based dev with the largest wallet outside of the actual radium pool. A lot of people, when they're analyzing this for the first time, they're looking at it saying, oh, no, this is a dev. The dev's got a wallet. No, he's going to dump by. However, the longer they stick around, they're going to see that our dev is very engaged with us as a community. We look up to him. All opinions are taken in, suggestions are taken in to him from us, and he runs with it. At this point, we're almost operating as a business with a CEO, if you will, as opposed to a CTO. We have a lot of trust in our dev. I think, and he has a lot of trust in us to push the project, because as everybody has said before, it's all based on the community. A lot of these meme tokens, when they start, before they're out of that realm, it is community driven. All the big ones started that way. Bonk, Whiff, all these big memes that kind of blew up. All you really need to do is take a look at our chart and the consolidation path that we've been on for the last 2 weeks, and it absolutely delineates from other projects on the Soul Chain. It's just, I've gone to sleep now for almost 3 weeks on my bag, and I wake up soundly and I'm like, oh, it's up, keep going up, slow, gradual, rise up. I was one of the original holders from day 2. I held through that initial spike, and I think once we get to the point where those people that did buy at that $18 to $20 million range, when they realize a little bit of, sought after losses, I guess, trying to regain some losses from that buy-in period, because that's just all in the back of our heads on the Soul Chain anyway. We all have PTSD from this crap, to be honest. Everyone's been rugged, and if you've been playing around in Soul Chain long enough. And but once you really realize that this is an actual dev that's going to stay with the project, he doesn't need to dump on anybody. It's been over almost a month now, or close to a month. That is our biggest catalyst and one of our biggest assets. We have a base dev that is solid. And with our $1 million foundation, the sky really is the limit. And thanks to my people that spoke earlier, and I really appreciate you guys. Thanks again, Zach.
Definitely, man. Appreciate you. I'm talking to Slime here in the back channels. He's in, says he's in Turkey, and he has really bad reception, but he's going to close the app, open it back up again. So we're going to get him in here one way or another. If not, we can talk about it too if we have to. So I'll get over to Kendu. I saw your hand up. If Slime does come back, they're a listener now. Slime, request the mic here. Let's try to get them up here.
Yeah, sure. I'll just go for a few seconds.
Go ahead, man.
I thought I'd like to say about cheese. I know Crypto Sleuth, you've got a lot of experience with it, and I'm not sitting with my PC right now, but especially Landlord. like the way you want to like marketing collab with other brands and stuff like that, and like get awareness out there, and you got the community-driven mindset and stuff. I mean, it sounds to me like you're on a really good path. It really does. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
100%. Two great projects so far. We're trying to get Slime up here. Did Slime drop back down? Okay, hold on. Nope, they dropped back down. Okay, this person wants to get up here. Let's see if this is somebody from the team here. Sharif, are you from Slime?
Am I from where?
That's a no.
That's kick.
I'm not, no.
Okay, we're in the middle of a show that we're doing right now, so we're not just speaking about anything. We're trying to get a project up here. I didn't know if you were part of the team.
What's the project? I'm curious, actually.
It's called Slime on Solana.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not familiar with what we do here, but yeah, it's fine. There he is again. I'm gonna have to drop you back down, Sharif. Sorry, we need to make room here. All right, let's try to get Slime here. I think it's gonna work. Come on, Slime. Connecting. Looks like it. As he's connecting here, I'll just kind of give you guys the breakdown a little bit here as we speak. Chart looks really good. $1.8 million market cap, launched on July 25th. Slime, are you there? Does it show that he's there on your guys' end? All right, on my end, it shows that he's a speaker now.
Now it does.
Okay, perfect. Okay. All right, I'll just give the little intro then, and then Slime, we'll get over to you to break things down. So, yeah, $1.8 million market cap, 1.18K holders. That $1.8 million market cap has $247,000 in liquidity. Decent volume, too. Actually, better than decent. 127K, solid. There on day 7. So climbing right now, up 43%. So we've got Sheesh on a big run. We've got Slime on a big run. We've got Landlord just waiting to blast off out of its consolidation phase. 3 great projects today. Slime, what's going on, man? What's happening with your project? And give us some more info and details, man.
Hey, Zach, just want to make sure you can hear me okay?
We got you, brother. Yeah, it took a little while, but we figured it out.
Listen, I'm going to try and get this out as quick as I can. I'm in the middle of Turkey. We've got the worst reception ever out here. I've been up and down about 5 times on this space already. So my community's asked me to go a bit ruthless. I hope you don't mind. Is that okay? If we kind of do that?
Dude, it's totally up to you. The floor is yours.
Okay, let's do it. So we basically built this coin for fun. We've got a 404 project you already know about. We keep professional on that one. It's got a game. We're a game on Steam. We've got partnerships with gaming, Magic Eden, all that kind of stuff. But this is just a straight up sender. It's a meme coin. We just thought, let's do it properly. Let's kind of like, let's do it the right way, because as somebody said at the start of this spaces as well, like people are just getting rugged left, right, and center. Everybody's trying to kind of do the right thing, but no one's really saying how they're doing it. And obviously I've seen Landlord at the top quite a few times on deck, so congratulations to you guys. But we're kind of here and we're taking it very serious. Like we instantly told our team, I don't know if it was on your space or someone else's, we just said we're going to snipe 80% of the supply. So we did. And we sold 2% of it already as the chart's going up. But everything we're doing, we're speaking about openly, because this is the shit that nobody tells you. Like, they just basically take the money, feed their own wallets, and then say they're going to do this and do that, and nobody does. Or some of them do, and then, they come back down. But we've got an army behind us now that actually like what we're doing and respect what we're doing, and the fact that we're trying to churn it out in the right way. So we're not going for like these tier 2 MEXCs and stuff like that. No disrespect to them. We're going straight for Coinbase, and it's $250,000. So we've got to pull that money in. And the way we do that is by selling the supply. But we also feed the supply back in. So if you look at our last post, we gave away 10K already. We bought that and then gave it away. So we didn't just give away the supply. We fed the chart first and gave it away. Can you still hear me okay? I know it's just me talking, so I don't know if I'm still talking to myself or not.
We can hear you.
You can hear me, cool. So yeah, we're trying to basically change the game. We're trying to change the way that people look at, projects and actually do what we're going to say we're going to do. Like, obviously, I respect as well landlord doing the merch and stuff like that. The reason I've got no signal is because we're at the merchandisers in Turkey right now. Like, we're doing it for our first project, and we're kind of doing our second one here after as well. We started up with Insider as a partner. He's a partner of mine. We're fully doxed. Like, we're that confident in what we're doing. We've put our names to the forefront of this project. We don't care about the money. We've got enough from our first project and what we're going to make from Steam a month. But we kind of did it just to showcase one project. We kind of did it just to say, fuck everyone else. Excuse my language. I don't know if you can swear on this show or not, but that's kind of the attitude we've got at the minute. Just let's kind of go our own path and speak openly and honest, share the transactions, share the wallets, actually do what we're going to say we're going to do. So we've kind of come in with that attitude, and we did one call. We raised $250,000 just off one call, and that was off Insider, one of the partners of this project. And then we launched it properly. We used them funds to obviously feed into the supply, and then we brought up the rest of it. And, that's kind of how we're now funding the project. But we're not funding our pockets. We're not going out buying Lamborghinis, doing these, parties in Dubai and hiring yachts and getting fake teeth and all that kind of stuff, wigs, toupees. I don't know what everybody's into, but we're here to kind of put real into projects and do something. We've not put a promise out. We've not put any roadmap out. We've not said we're going to do this, that, and the other. But we're going to do it anyway. Like, we're getting slime merch done right now whilst we're here. We're kind of in the forefront of our project, but we're doing it fast. So I think we're less than 5 days old now, not even a week yet. We pumped it yesterday just for fun to like 2.4 million or something like that, just off one call again. And the reason we did that is because we wanted to kind of get the jitters out. The simple thing is, when pre-salers come in, they drop it and then you reconsolidate again, you pump again. This is how you're supposed to do it, and some just don't. They just can't grasp it, or they just pump it, take that money and do nothing, let the community run over, do a fake CTO, just some bullshit. There's just a lot of lies in this industry, unfortunately. So we're trying to kind of clean it up the same way landlord said he's going to, and the other guy that started the billionaire. So we're here to actually do it, but we're not using our own funds. We did to start it. We're kind of using the project, but we're feeding it back. So we're partnered with GotBit. We're going to feed that back into the chart properly. It goes the way that we dictate it to go. We've already kind of accumulated enough SOL to, well, we'll put it this way, we've got about $87,500 at this moment in time after the 20K we just gave away to put into this. So we're taking it serious. We're not here to mess around. Like, we've spoke a couple of times, Zach, in regards to our first project, and it's hard to put your face in front of a crypto project because most people take the money and nobody wants you to know that. So we're not doing that. We're kind of putting ourselves at the front and using the money for the right thing. So we've got a whole army behind us now that kind of come to it, So we're just loving this whole kind of journey we've got, and we're kind of mocking ourselves, talking about devs on a weekend and stuff like that on our own posts, and we're about to go in on the industry in a crazy way. Like, we're partnered with some of the biggest KOLs that everybody tries to get in touch with when they launch on Pump Fun and all that kind of stuff. And no disrespect to anybody, it's nice to start somewhere, but these are relationships that have took 3-4 years to build up, and the trust has to be earned within the industry. And we've kind of come in with that angle, and people are like, yeah, let's take part of this narrative. Like, they don't even want allocations or anything like that. They're just doing it. So that's just an overview. We just kind of want to change the game. We're just sick of people getting rugged, and we just say it's programmed and for the people. I hope that makes sense.
No, I love it, man. Killed it. And yeah, eventually, you guys have been on with your other project, Hack, too. So that's another one that we can mention. Just check out that one too. But with Slime, it seems like it's just kind of been organic. It's only been out for a week. So
not even that, 5 days. I think we're at.
Yeah,
and we rested on the weekend. We just let it. Sit over the weekend. We just thought, okay, let's see people go if they want to, and if they've listened. But cheaters will cheat, as they say.
100%. How have you seen things change just from launch day to now? I mean, just anything in the community jump out at you? Anything that kind of caught you off guard or anything like that?
No, nothing. The community is absolutely behind us. Though the only ones that aren't behind you and then come into the Telegram afterwards and go, oh, what? It's down 500K today, are the ones that are actually selling because they're not paying attention. Everyone else is just topping up. So it's about paying attention, and people aren't educated enough. They just put a CA in. They don't know where it goes. They either win or lose. So we're kind of just saying, stay with us, and we'll win together. That's kind of our whole concept behind it, really. And it's not just a concept. We can do it. We did it, yesterday. We just went from 1.3 to 2 point whatever it was. We don't necessarily need to look at the chart. We're just going to let it consolidate every day and do the same again with somebody different, bring in the new audiences, do these spaces, and that's pretty much it. We're quite tight-fisted as well. I know that sounds bad, but we're trying not to give allocations out because, unfortunately, in this industry, some KOLs can even rug you. And, you know, if one sees another sell, then it's kind of like a snowball effect. So we just tried to pay the right people, you know, with actual liquidity, and it seems to be doing the job. And we're just ready to send it now. It's kind of at the point where we thought, let's go.
I love it, man. Zach, what do you got, man? I know you probably taking a look at the contract and everything and giving that a look.
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Contract looks clean again, so super epic, like I said before, to all these projects with clean contracts. I like to see that. We do vet them a little bit, but what's your plan 3 to 5 months down the line? Do you have any team allocated tokens? And what percentage went to LP? These are the major ones. That's why I ask a lot. And I do want to be fair to all projects. So.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you look at the LP yourself now on Dex Screen or anywhere, you can see it's actually quite high in comparable to the market cap itself. I can't remember the exact figure. I left that down to the devs. I am not the dev, by the way. I'm just the forefront of the project. I've got all the relationships and I bring everyone to it. So I'm not going to lie to you and pretend, but I think it's above 10%. I think it's more like 15, closer to 20. You'll have to, if you look at the market cap and look at our liquidity, I'm sure you can work it out quite quickly. But 5 months down the line, not a fucking clue. No clue. We could be at 100 million. We don't want to give false promises, pretensions, or anything like that. Like, we're here to send it every day. So tomorrow I can say we're going to try and hit 5 million. The day after us, I'm going to say we're going to try and double it again. Like, that's our position. We don't want to plan for 5 months. If we're at $1 billion market cap, then we did it. You know, we kind of achieved what we set out to achieve. We've got no team allocation at all. What we've got is 78% left after what we've already sold to sell, as there's volume and callers and everybody going in. But we're not going to use that. We're not going to go and party and, you know, do some meth or whatever the hell. I don't know, whatever. I'm not trying to accuse anybody of anything.
Hey, yo, what?
I don't know what some of these devs like to do. I don't know why they keep coming in and rugging everybody. It's like they're running out of money quick, so they have to do it again. I told you I was going to be ruthless, but, you know, we're here to kind of clean that up, and we're going to put that money back in. So $250,000 of what we're doing is going straight. Imagine a low market cap, yeah? Just try and envisage this in your head. Imagine a $5 million market cap coin, maybe even 10, going straight onto Coinbase out of the blue from nowhere, and they've just paid $250,000 for it. Like, that's the kind of reality of what we're doing. We're sending this to Valhalla. Forget the moon, forget everything else. I hate all them terms. It's a load of bullshit that hypers use to send a meme coin to fucking ground zero, let's be honest. And I just can't be arsed with it anymore. None of my team can. There's 35 strong of us. We're building a game. We're going to be bringing in 5 million a month off that. So I didn't need to do this. We just did this to shut everyone else down, to be honest with you. And we've got a whole squad behind us. We've got people from our first project, our second project, from other communities. They're listening to us. They're coming to the VCs. I do a VC twice a day pretty much across both communities. You know, I'm at the forefront of absolutely everything. And you can probably tell by my voice I can't shut up because I'm so frustrated at the fact that people are getting away with this shit on a daily basis. Like, it's insane. And you've probably had some of it on your spaces and stuff like that, and it's unfortunate. You don't know who's who, and they just you know, they rug everybody every day. But we are here, and my name is here, my face is here. Like, I've posted pictures of me at the manufacturers in Turkey over the last 24 hours. Like, we're spending our capital that we had before the project on the project. The money that's coming into the project, we're spending on the project. And if we get in at a $10 million market cap, those who were part of that 1,000 army strong to start with, they're going to win. Like, they're going to, I mean, I don't need to tell you that. So people are just buying. Like, we did one little call before this, and you said it was the largest, you know, Twitter you've had before. And hopefully that was partially because of Insider. You know, he's got 22K in his community, and he raised $250,000 in less than a day in pre-sales, when pre-sales were dead. But that's because the trust is there, and because they've seen our first project, and they've seen our narrative and what we're doing. And slime is basically get out of the swamp. It's escape the swamp. That's our hashtag. That's our term. There's no story as such behind it. We didn't even go live with a website. Like, we're literally taking the piss. Like, people are just watching us. We're absolutely going in the shittest but cleanest way possible. Like, we've got the best devs. We've got the best team. We've got the best mods. We've got 14 mods in Telegram from day one. You know, and it's not just the people who don't understand the project. They all know about what we were doing before we went in. Even people from centralized exchanges sent us money. We're currently going through all them to send them their tokens. You know, most people will just take that money as well. So, yeah, we're kind of building an army, like a real army, not one of these fake hype shit armies that everyone talks about and then it goes to zero the next day. You know, we're just here to mock the industry and show people that you can do this by being an actual, real fucking human and not a load of bots in Telegram that talk bullshit and then you go and sell your coins on you. So hopefully people can see that passion with love. And I do actually be very professional with my first project because, you know, we've got a game and we've partnered with Smiley and all that kind of stuff, legitimate $500 million a year brand. And I'm not a billionaire who's made it and putting a load of money in. You know, we're just kind of like, we're just doing it the right way. We're just trying to do it. And I respect people that do put their own money in and try to build it. But, you know, hopefully our narrative will be seen from these spaces, from the talks we do, the VCs and our callers, which are about to go, I don't even know if this is the right term, but parabolic, like just insane because of what we've done. And we're gonna let people cheat every day. We're gonna let it happen. We're gonna allow it. We're gonna stop at a certain point in night. Let them profits go. Let them use people as liquidity because the day after they're gonna be gutted. You know, that's kind of how serious we are with this project. We don't care about what's happening behind the scenes and what people do with their money. That's up to them. If they invest, they want to double it, take it. If you want to quadruple it, wait a bit. If you want to make 100x, stay with us. That's as simple as it is. And we've got what it takes to do it.
Awesome. And if just want to say this to you also because of the other projects I said it. The bubble is yours, so if you want to post links to your socials, all that good stuff, throw that up there. This is the day to do it.
No, it's all right. No, I appreciate that. But if people want to be a part of it, just find it. Just have a look. You know, we're here on stage. You can just click our profile and everything's there. Like, I appreciate the offer. I really do. But I'm trying to get as many words in as fast as I can before my signal cuts off. You know, but, you know, if you look for us and you're here in these spaces and you can hear and you like what you hear, just join us. It's as simple as that, you know. We're not here to force anyone to do anything. And I know that sounds really lackadaisy and maybe slightly weird, but, like, we're going there anyway, so we're trying to be a part of this space to talk about it and to express about this nice but shitty industry. You know, we're trying to really clean the show up, and I just hope people listen to our words and take them serious and kind of acknowledge that we know what we're talking about rather than it just sounding like a load of crap. And then do their own research. Like, don't just go in with a CA right now. Go and actually study who we are. Go and see if we're serious, because I could just be telling you all this shit and then tomorrow rug you. Like, that's the point of it. Like, I could just do that, but there's a little bit more to us than that.
All right, thanks, man. Yeah, just shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody who came up here. We had Sheesh, Landlord, Slime. You know, awesome space today, guys. An awesome Shark Tank Wednesday edition here on the Crypto Breakfast Club. Just want to say thanks again to all the projects, all the community members who came in. We're still running the show till about 11:30. So again, if you're a community member, you're a project leader, feel free to stay with us. We're going to run this thing for another 22 minutes. We go 9:30 to 11:30 every single day, and we just kind of turn it back over just to some regularly scheduled programs, if you will, just kind of getting back to our normal way we do things, talking about the macro, talking about bigger meme coins, top meme coins we like, just different things we're trading, strategy, all of that. This is a place for you to come to learn, no matter where you are in your journey. I don't care if you're brand new or you've been in crypto since 2017 or even sooner than that. We've had people come in here and just gain value in some way or another. Everybody brings something different to the space, and I think that's really awesome. One thing I didn't want to do when we created these spaces, guys, is create a space with no substance. That to me is the most annoying thing in the world. And I get it, shilling is part of the game and talking about your favorite crypto, but nothing ignores me more than getting into a space and everybody's just talking about nothing. And when this thing gets to 100 million, I'm going to buy you a new pair of shoes, and it's just like 2 hours of just nonsense, nothing. Like, if it's not making me better, or if I'm not learning something, like, I'm out. Like, that's just how I'm built. So if you like it, you appreciate it, keep coming back, because it's just, there's no time to waste in this space. And it's easy to waste a lot of time when people aren't talking about anything. So that's just my 2 cents. But anyway, and no offense to anybody who, whatever, does those, or it's just not my cup of tea. Yeah, John, what's up? And I want to get over to Bitcoin on Base, Brian from Bitcoin on Base as well, because I know he's got some things. They got a great project building over there. He's been a long-term person here, and we've definitely, I think, had a hand in helping them grow a little bit too. But John, go ahead, man. You want to jump in with something? Go ahead.
Oh, hey, Zach. Hey, sorry about that. Yeah, I just wanted to add one last thing here, is that I know people pop in and out of the spaces and that they're going to see us multiple times, the law of 7. If there's one last takeaway that you can take from this space, just at least check us out. We're not even pleading for investors, because we know that those are going to come in the long run. It's like, just at least check us out. It doesn't cost you a dime to do that, but it could really, it for your own personal interests, it's going to benefit you no matter what. In the war for liquidity, our marketing strategy is and has been organic community growth. It's our bread and butter. So we understand what a strong base looks like. All you need to do is look at our chart. And really that's really just what I wanted to convey here, because I know to some degree, Zach, that we're on Austin Hilton's, your buddy there, Austin Hilton's radar to some degree. I know it's just a matter of time before he speaks the word of landlord. So just tell him I said what's up if you talk to him next. Thanks again.
Sounds good, brother. No, for sure. John, you bring up a good point, man. And I think that goes for, all the projects that came up here today, but everything in general. Like, don't leave a stone unturned. Give it a look, right? Because the worst feeling in the world is, and we've all been there, yeah, I heard about it or somebody told me about it, I didn't do anything, and it flew. It just went freaking parabolic, right? I mean, we've all been there. I mean, it's happened to all of us, right? So, especially this time of the season, right? This time of the cycle, this is the time to gear up. This is the time to put the hours in. It's the time to put the extra work in that a lot of people aren't doing. And because, if we believe what's going to happen here is going to happen, this Q4, Q1, going to be the two big quarters to make life-changing money, then, why not give it a look? Why not spend a little extra here or a little extra time there? Get up a few hours early. I think you owe it to yourself. Especially if you're in crypto every single day, you're already putting in the work, right? So, yeah, I agree, man. Definitely take a look at all three of these great projects. Again, Landlord, Sheesh, Slime, all on Solana, guys. And with that, we'll get up to Bitcoin on base. We got about 15 minutes left in the show. Brian, what's going on, man? What's on your mind?
Hey, Zach. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Good, brother.
Great. And yeah, I agree with you, man. It's really important that folks who are working on projects, community members, people are new in the space to come onto this show specifically, get the knowledge you need to make right decisions, hear from the folks who've been through it, and hear about projects that are up and coming, because we find you attract talent, sir, and your team. So thank you. I want to just share quickly what we've done in this last week. I mentioned a number of times on this show the partnership that we were working on with Evergreen Fund. That's turned into something much different. We've rolled into their portfolio of companies. They've become our fiscal sponsor. We wanted to become a nonprofit. And with that requires, a lengthy process for tax exemption and the 501c3 approval. In lieu of waiting that time period to have the immediate access to tax deductible donations from large entities that we're working with, they're bringing us on in their portfolio of companies. We're already listed on their website for that. And again, they're our fiscal sponsor now. Beyond that, the chairman of their board, David Rhodes, has agreed to become our chairman, which is pretty substantial. The gentleman was the director of finance for the royal family in Kuwait for a time, managed $1.3 trillion, 172 companies, I believe, under that portfolio in 22 different countries. It was kind of shocking when he made that kind of agreement this Sunday. But also it makes sense because, we're rolled into their portfolio. So he wants to have a good hand on what we're doing and also be able to assist us the best way he can. Their CFO as well, Michael Silverman, is going to be our CFO for the entity aspect to build this out. And again, get deep into their network of funding and push this project forward. What we want to do specifically with Evergreen is launch an app that allows for the people that they have in recovery to leverage a point system that's going to be on using Bitcoin on base, the native token. Currently, they have the point system for an app, but it's just paid out in cash. So this will provide further incentivization to folks in recovery to get better quicker. And that's their whole model. If you guys check them out, it's evergreenfund.life. And I'm going to post something in the nest about our collaboration with them. But their model basically is for people in recovery post-detox, they go into a co-living space in a really beautiful kind of compound, 4 houses in Bel Air, that allows for this communal effort to help each other get better and build on each other's ideas, their visions for their business models, and expand on that through that network. And it's proven statistically to be much more beneficial and better results than the standard model for rehab. So yeah, we also want to point focus to the crypto space, using their network, using their tools and resources to shine light on crypto gambling, basically. Folks that are dealing with mental health issues stemming from massive losses in crypto, aping into projects, getting wrecked, basically. So there'll be a support channel on Telegram offered by Evergreen in collaboration with us for that kind of discussion, offering support for people. And we'll of course build that out so there's much better access for folks that maybe are not on Telegram. But yeah, that's what we're moving on right now. And I appreciate you giving me the floor for a minute. I'll definitely post something on the Nest. We'll have the actual entity filed next week. The fiscal sponsorship agreement is already solidified, and yeah, that's where we are.
Appreciate it, man. And yeah, if you guys aren't familiar, if you guys are new, I know we got a lot of new people here, new faces, hopefully familiar faces soon. But yeah, Bitcoin on Base came into our space around a $1 million market cap, came into the Crypto Breakfast Club. They shot up to 30 million, currently sitting at 6.62 million, still looking really, really solid. Definitely have a lot of respect here for Brian, who spoke quite a bit about his pedigree and the background and some of the people he knows. So definitely one to look into and check out. And yeah, definitely one on Base. Not a meme coin, but definitely a play on Base that I like personally, and definitely give it a look. So appreciate you as always, man.
You too, man. Thank you.
Real quick, guys, there was something else that came across my desk here. Nancy Pelosi, stock trader. This is a good thing to watch. Make the same plays that Nancy does. Why not? She's the best trader in the game. I can't wait till she starts trading crypto, man. Imagine Nancy's meme coin tracker. That would be hilarious. But Pelosi's back and buying more Nvidia. She just bought another 1.3 million of Nvidia. Here on this space, I'm crypto. Don't get me wrong, but I trade stocks too. I invest in stocks too. I've been looking for an entry here on Nvidia. It's down quite a bit this month. She's now bought 2.5 million of Nvidia this month alone. In that filing, she also sold 2.2 million of Microsoft. So she must know something, right? She thinks Microsoft is topped out and Nvidia is getting ready to pump. So I don't know. Take that for what you will. Maybe take, if you're an options trader, maybe take a long on Nvidia. I don't know. Or at least take that for what you will. Look into it. Who knows? However, what else do we got? Large caps. Let's get over some large caps. Top 5 holding of mine, guys. Caspa just hit over 20 cents. This is probably the best looking chart in all of freaking crypto. Caspa did not have a bear market. They launched within a bear market and just absolutely fucking exploded. Never look back. Caspa now sitting at number 22. Look into it if you haven't already. $5 billion market cap. I found this one around 4 cents. So I'm very happy with where I am. Got a nice position there with Cass. They're bringing smart contracts similar to how Bitcoin is. Caspa's proof of work like Bitcoin. It's built on the Bitcoin consensus model. Completely fair launched. No ICO. No developer wallets. So if you're somebody who likes that, like Bitcoin, you're probably definitely going to like Caspa. And even when I was out in Nashville at the Bitcoin conference, there were some people out there with Caspa shirts. It's like if there's one crypto that Bitcoin maxis are going to actually invest in outside of Bitcoin, it's probably Caspa. So it's kind of like the new age Caspa in a way, given how it's built. But then if you just like Bitcoin and the tokenomics and kind of what it stands for, you got Bitcoin on Base too. So there you go. Crypto Sleuth, what's up, man?
Speaking of NVIDIA, a quick little story on that.
Yeah, man.
I bought AMD right before AMD blew up. So I bought AMD at $11 a share, and I ended up buying like 5,000 shares of it because I knew their new stuff was coming out. This was like 4 or 5 years ago. But talk about a nice payday. I still hold it, of course. I'm not selling it, but
Beautiful.
that was a good one.
Yeah, man, that's insane. It feels good when you catch it right, man. It definitely feels right. Feels good. I'm on a couple of these what do you call them? Biotech stocks. I mean, they're like, super volatile, but I'm on a couple that are doing decent. right now. So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. But yeah, let's see what else we got here. Top cryptos, some of the smaller caps. You know, we had I got to give a shout out to MSI. Shout out to MSI. They came on the Breakfast Club not too long ago. Paid, what was their market cap when they came on? Or Zach? I can't remember where exactly they were.
High. I think they were like 20 mil, right, or something. But
No.
No. They hit 20. They hit 21 mil all-time high yesterday. No, they were at, I think, around
2, 3,
9. No, I think it was a little higher than that.
Okay.
Wait, maybe no. It was around 5. It was around 5 because I got in around 5 or 6, and then it just keeps shooting up.
Okay. Yeah, this is it's a meme coin, guys. Straight meme coin play. Hilarious though. Hilarious name. You ready for it? Monkey Shit Inu. Hilarious. $18.59 million market cap. Over $1 million in liquidity. Crazy. Da Vinci was talking about it. So the guy that created this is Pablo Crow. He's another influencer. But yeah, it's looking good. So shout out to anybody who's making money on that, or hopefully you've taken some profits.
It hit 21 mil, I think, this morning.
Nice. Did you take your profits? Paid?
Of course he didn't. He diamond hands everything.
I do. But I have the thing is I have profit taking levels that I want to hit before I take my profits out, you know?
All right. That's
speaking of that
didn't sound convincing.
Yeah. How's your Waka Flocka?
You still holding Waka Flocka talking, bro?
I fucking doubled down, baby. All right, I put in $100 million yesterday. I don't give a fuck. Flocka to the moon.
Swept the floor, bro.
What? Now what?
Sweep the floor. Let's fucking go. Oh my god, you got wrecked on that deal, bro. Hey, XRP's pumping.
Hold on.
XRP is pumping.
I didn't get wrecked. I got in early, don't forget. It went up to 15 million. You must have forgot.
Did you?
Went up to 15
But you don't take profits, so
yeah.
That's the problem.
I took a few on that. I took a few. But see, what happened was when it went to 15 mil, it was hovering around there for a little bit, and then it went to like 10 or 7. I put a few more dollars at 7, and I put a few more dollars at 2. And then fuck it. Fuck the rest of it. Who cares? I think it's coming back. I still think it's coming back. I don't give a fuck. Whatever.
Hey, XRP's pumping. Ton of rumors swirling out there, but apparently there's a closed-door meeting. I thought this meeting was supposed to happen like 4 times already. What the hell is it with this thing? I guess it's happening.
I think it's August 1st.
Or is this another? Yeah. This is another one. This is another meeting, or no? This is an actual meeting with the SEC and Ripple, is what I'm reading. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody's speculating.
It's tomorrow, right?
Yeah, everybody's speculating. Yeah, tomorrow, August 1st. Everybody's speculating. That's why XRP's pumping. It did pass up USDC in market cap. I mean, it's been a great trade. It looks. I mean, we called it at my XT algo called it at 47 cents, guys, and whatever that is, it's like a 40% move. It triggered on it. I made a play on it. I have pretty much indicators or what do you call them? Alerts set on probably 30 or 40 in the top 100, and I just get a message on my phone, momentum up, flash, on the daily here on XRP. So I made a little play, and it's looked good. I mean, it's up to 65 cents. I mean, that thing crashed beginning of the month down to 38 cents. So no matter what, if you don't like XRP long term, definitely one that you could trade because it gets volatile, out of nowhere. So definitely keep an eye on that. We got Mar up here. Mar, what's happening, bro?
Hey, Zach. Good afternoon. Oh, no. Good morning. It's still the morning, man. Yeah, man. Awesome show. Awesome projects. I did a 8 into the winner for me. It's Landlord. Sorry. The other projects are great, but I really like Landlord. I just like these projects, man, that are like base on, like Bitcoin on base. They just, they're just consolidating and they're just, not just waiting for a pump, I like to get into these projects, I bought Base not too long ago, like 2 days ago. Actually, I already own Base, but I bought a little bit of more Base, and I just like Landlord. I love the character, just pretty cool, man. Pretty cool, nothing big like I normally go into, but yeah, man. I do have just one little alpha. Nothing. It's really popular. It's nothing, I mean, it's all high risk. But guys, there's a new L2. You probably heard of it, Zach. Movement. Their testnet is out, and the reason I'm bringing this up, it's I don't even I've done my homework, but they don't even have a coin. But the whole point of this is to get in early on their projects, and they seem pretty big, man. I sent a Telegram message to Paid about it yesterday, and it's good to see these L2s on Ethereum, and see what they could, or see what meme coins or what projects come out on that chain, and we could catch them early. So it's called movement. And Zach, I do want to ask you something, man. I don't follow him because I just been trying to find him. That Dominican dude that's always coming in here and talking. I think it's PFP. He has a picture there of a beer. I know he got operated a week ago, but man, I haven't heard of him. I mean, have you
he was. He came back. He came back on the show. He was doing actually really good. He said at the time. They removed, I think it was cancer cells or something out of him. But he was back on the show. I think the same day or the next day.
I just haven't seen him in a week. And he's always
he was on the show. He was on the show. What, Monday? I think he was here Monday, hanging out.
Yeah, he was.
Was that your corp?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, Mar? I'm gonna send him a message just to check in with him. That's a good call. But he was on. He retweeted Kill Switch's space last night, so that's good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't follow him, so I don't want to. If I see any new tweets, okay, what I'm saying. But just wondering, man. All right. But yeah, look out for that. I know the L2 on Ethereum, and you want to try to catch those early projects. It's like I've always called out Caspar, It's just Caspar was chaos. What is it, a month ago with their smart contracts? But I think they're ready to launch soon.
Yeah, and then I saw that you got into that V chain now, huh, Mar?
Yeah, I've been looking at that chain for a while. You say you always talk about it, man, but it's just so many out there. But yeah, it's real world asset chain, so it's pretty cool what they're doing. I was in they just had a VC on an AMA yesterday, and it was awesome, man. It was awesome.
They're going to be at Rare Evo in Vegas, which I'm supposed to be going to in 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks, something like that. So they have a booth or whatever. So I'll be there asking some questions, seeing what's going down, because they haven't had much movement quite yet, to be honest. But they are one of the biggest sponsors of the UFC, and they are partnered with Walmart China. They are one of the few cryptos allowed, as of right now, in China to be fully fledged, used, and everything.
Is that the one Zach sent you out to?
Yeah.
Nice.
They have a booth, and I think the founder's on the speaker panel, one of them.
I just want to say one thing, because I've been going on a negative energy with fragments the last 2 weeks after my studies and some of my friends, and they jumped into that on the VC they had yesterday on X. The last 30 minutes, they started talking about fragments, and there was really smart people in there, and they couldn't figure it out. And it's the same shit. I just can't figure it out. I don't know how it's gonna work. I don't know how it's going to work, really. I think that when you can't figure shit out like that, it's just not meant to be, at least for now. But they were talking about it, and they're like, yeah, but if you do this, yeah, but what about this? Yeah, but what about if we do it this way? And they just couldn't. They just couldn't figure it out.
So does that mean, Mar, you're not getting to Scottie Pippen?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to try to, one of my friends is going to try to buy it, try to get in on the at least 300K. Oh yeah, but it's a G. It's a G.
I messaged him.
100% G.
I messaged Scotty and I said
G. But I don't know how to use. Oh, he heard me. He heard me on the Telegram. When I was talking on the Telegram, he heard me. Yeah.
I messaged him and I said,
I don't even use those spots. Yeah.
If I could jump in before it's too late, I wanted to thank Mar for the shout out real quick. Thank you, Mar. I'm glad you finally aped in to Bitcoin on base. I heard you calling it base a few times. So we don't want to confuse people. It's Bitcoin on base.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
I ate before. I got in before on the dip, and then I just said, man, this is consolidating really nice. And, you know.
Yeah, we're holding the fort,
good.
man. I have a whale chat, and I've got a good idea of, a pretty good chunk of the supply. And just yesterday, I actually onboarded a corporate entity for another 1.6% of the supply. They picked up 240,000 tokens. It was a $100,000 acquisition. And that will be a long-term hold as well. It's put in the ledger. We're now live on Ledger, by the way, for folks that want to have cold storage of their BTCB. And he has an idea to, as this market cap expands, potentially build out a retirement fund for his employees. This company's been in business for 45 years, family-owned and operated, industry leader in the food and beverage industry. And I didn't think about this. I know they have it for Bitcoin, OG Bitcoin, retirement funds and such. But just another advent to what we can accomplish with this, community-led project.
And just really quick, man, if there's people holding and they want to hold it in a cold storage and they're on, they have they want a good hardware wallet, man. One of my favorite ones, cold storage wallet, it's Keystone, and now all these cold storage wallets are already, starting to do what they did, which Keystone got partnerships with MetaMask, OKX, Soulflare. So basically, you turn these software wallets into, cold storage, and a lot of people don't understand it. So it's basically, they use it as a mirror. It's basically but to move anything out of there, you got to physically sign with the hardware wallet and with your phone to move any crypto out of that MetaMask. And now I'm seeing, I think, I forgot, there's another hardware wallet that just partnered up with MetaMask. So a lot of these cold storage wallets are starting to use MetaMask, OKX, Soulflare, and all these software wallets as part of their hardware cold storage.
Very
software,
Very similar with Ledger Live. You can sign transactions that similar way. But I'm going to look into all the additional hardware wallets, and as soon as they have activation for the base chain, we'll be first in line to request for us being signed up for it.
Hell yeah. Guys, another phenomenal space. Just coming up on the top of the half hour or whatever you want to say. 9:30 to 11:30. We try to get close as we can. Just want to say thank you to everybody. Truly. Thank you to all the great projects that came up here today. Give them all a look. If you haven't yet, followed them and hopped in the Telegram. Do that. Zach paid. Appreciate you guys for rocking with me and helping me do these things every single day. I guess it's not easy, but it feels easy. It's fun. I enjoy it. I look forward to it. So thanks, for you guys for being here and everybody. Obviously, we couldn't do it without you. Just your support and adding to the great conversations. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow, 9:30 to 11:30, like we always are, Monday through Friday. I'll be live for an hour before then. Zach, you got something for the people real quick? Go ahead.
Zach, real quick, Zach, both Zachs, don't forget we have to do the giveaway. So if you want to set that up real quick.
Yeah. You know what? I will post that. I'll post that tweet right now, actually, guys, and I'll pin it up there. I'll post that giveaway tweet right now. We'll pin it up. We'll leave it up there for a little while, and then eventually we'll have to put the space up there in the pin spot, but it'll still be on my profile, and we'll give it away tomorrow. How about that? We'll give it away tomorrow on the space. Give it away tomorrow on the space. You got to come back tomorrow to see if you won.
That's awesome. And I posted also up in the bubble to join the Crypto Breakfast Club Telegram. We put the links to the projects in there from today, and reach out to us if you are a project that want to come on Shark Tank Wednesday. Zach, myself, paid. We are active all the time. Just reach out to us if you want to come on. Clearly, you can see active investors in this space, as in Mar. I'm an active investor, and if you sell your pitch to me, man, I'll probably ape in. I love to hear it, but Shark Tank Wednesday is a thing. So if you're a project, reach out to us. Join the Telegram. The party continues even after the space is done. There's great mods in there, men and women. We answer your questions. There's not a lot of showing, but we keep it overall macro stuff, and we joke. I do open the VC every once in a while, so it's a continuous party. And thank you again to all the projects. This was an epic space.
And if you see a black guy holding a teacup in there, that's me.
Nice. Kendo, you got something real quick for us? Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, cheers, man. Just want to say thanks for a nice space again today. So, on the last note, before the space starts tomorrow, Kendo Chats will be released pretty much just before. We don't know exactly what it's going to be, but if anybody is interested in what it could be, check out the new X profile, Kendo Chats. Cheers. And also Miyazaki and Kendo Ino put up some new stuff. I'm really excited for it. So just letting you know. See ya. Awesome, brother. Yeah. If you guys don't know, I was a huge early investor to Kendo. So we got a bunch of Kendo supporters here. And that project has looked phenomenal. So it's looking really, really solid. So appreciate everybody. I'm going to get that tweet out there right now, guys. I'm going to get that tweet out there right now for everybody. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure you hammer the retweet, just go through. It'll be $100 in Landlord, $100 in Sheesh, $100 on Slime. We're going to do 3 lucky winners. We're going to do them tomorrow on the space. So we'll select them tomorrow on the space. So appreciate you guys again. We'll see y'all tomorrow.